All right, the great race to the playoffs. Fun fact, Bill Guerin is now our leading goal scorer. God help me. We are currently 5 points back of the Blues. This is going to be way too close for comfort. Save me, Bill Guerin. You're my only hope. You are my only hope. Went to an indoor football game. Fun times. Watching or playing? Because watching, I imagine, would be fun. Playing would be a phenomenal time. All right. OHL. I think that was forwards we last did, right? So give me OHL defenders for 2 weeks. Thank you very much. And we'll keep simming 2 weeks at a time. If we're going to lose in overtime, please. Please. Top Hat, I actually saw that, yeah. It's funny, of course, like in the U.S., like the World Championship, everyone's like, whatever. But it is a big deal overseas. There we go. Nice little winning streak. The Bill Guerin effect. Assaulting teammates in practice. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. And then we lost to Buffalo. Not good. All right. OHL scouting trip is done. Q forwards. 2 weeks. It's going to be right down to the wire. Bill Guerin has 2 goals since the deadline, by the way. He is on the third line, though. He was probably playing with Crosby in Pittsburgh, if we're being honest. So we're a little bit lucky. Right down to the wire. We will make it to April 1st with 38 wins. And we are currently 3 points out of the playoffs. 1, 2, 3, 4 games left, including a game against St. Louis. Right down to the wire. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Again, we know we're looking for max. A level 3 or above. Okay, there we go. It didn't have to be the max level. It had to be level 3 or above. That's what I was unsure of. 25 GM rep now as well. It's not bad. Okay, this game against Detroit is massive. Please win, please win, please win, please win, please win, please win, please, 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 please. Yes! Thrashers, Jackets, and Blues. We are currently 2 points back of the Kings. Can we beat Atlanta? Yes, we can, but we also lose Jared Smithson to an ankle injury. Okay. I need to make sure it didn't just put a defender in there. I think it probably did. Coaching option. Coaching options. Edit lines. Yep, it put Kevin Klein in it forward. We do not need that. That is what we have Marcel Gotch for. Thank you very much. Please welcome in Marcel Gotch. And Kevin Klein is out of there for Marcel Gotch. And of course, we got to fill in the blanks. Hate that. Don't miss that. Don't miss that at all. Columbus and St. Louis. That St. Louis game is going to be must win. Like a true must win. Can we beat the Blue Jackets in our final home game of the year? No, we lose 4-0. And we have officially missed the playoffs. I tried, man. I tried. But that's it. St. Louis, LA, those teams kept winning down the stretch. We do beat the Blues, but it does not matter. We are going to miss out on the playoffs, and hopefully I don't get fired after just 1 season. But yeah, we missed out. Western Conference by 2 points. 2 extra overtime losses for Detroit. Save them. That sucks. That sucks. Well, how'd we do? Hopefully I don't get fired. That would really suck. This would be our trial run, and we'd restart with the Islanders. Let's see. For the forwards, top point getter was Patrick O'Sullivan, who was just under a point per game. Holy hell, what a free agent signing. Bill Guerin had 71 points, but we know he didn't do as well once he got here. Hornqvist, great season. Definitely more of a playmaker than a sniper. Colin Wilson had 36 goals to lead the team. Brule was really good. Legwand. Kostitsyn, only 40 points. That's kind of a disappointment. And then just the gulf between the top six and the rest of the bottom six is crazy. Todd White had 1 point in 18 games. Sick. Defensively, Cody Franzen and Shea Weber each with 48 points. Suter had as many points as Curtis Foster. That's brutal for Ryan Suter. Sulzer, 9 points in 50 games. And then goalie-wise, auto rotates on, but I guess not. At least I thought it was on. Pekka Rinne, I mean, it's not like goalies have energy, right? So who gives a shit? It's just going to mess with the stats. But Kari Ramo had 4 appearances. Pekka did what he could. I could have sworn, I know people mentioned it earlier, it was like, are you sure you have it on? And it's like, I could have sworn that I did. I know edit lines is off. Gameplay, I don't even know where the hell we change it, right? Because it's not a gameplay settings. That is very weird. Very, very weird. But yeah, I don't even know where the hell I'd change it now at this point, so I guess it just is what it is. Unless we want assistant coach edit lines on, which we really don't. So, backup goalies need not apply, apparently. Don't worry about it. Yeah, because it's not going to be in gameplay settings. It's the same thing that pops up. Weird. Very, very weird. But it is what it is. Maybe it's in a different coach setting. Unless it's in strategy for some reason, which it's not. Alright, I'm not worried about it. Didn't want team stats. I don't even want to know where that Atlanta pick is going to be at this point. I did want to see who the highest scorers were in the league. That would be nice. Does take a little bit longer to load that information than it does nowadays, you know? All right, top goal scorer was Marian Gaborik with 56 of them. You had Kovalchuk up there, Gagne, Ovechkin, some Russian dominance at the top. Top point getter, Crosby and Gagne. Crosby, 107 points. Gianna was way up there. Olli Jokinen was way up there. Defensively, how was that looking? 59 points. For Mark Stahl. Paul Merrow was way up there. Holy shit. Baby Drew Doughty. And for the goalie is the winningest. I don't even know how to explain the fact that, like, auto-rotate's clearly on, but I guess not for us. I guess it works for everybody else, but not for me? Okay. Weird. But Lundqvist won the most games. Save percentages are always a bit weird. 8 shutouts for Quick, Lettinen, and Halak. And for the rookies, looks like Logan Couture, could be Bolesky, or even a Brian Bickle in there. Yeah, it's not going to be a goalie. Shout out to the Dubnik, but we'll see who ends up winning the Calder. We'll also have to see if I get fired. Season has ended. Hope you have a plan for next year. I sure do. I told you I wanted 43 wins, and you only got 41? Fuck you! I should kick you out on the streets right alongside Nipsey for streaming. And I didn't know he was streaming, and I'm mad about it. As a lifelong member of the Nipsey gang. Nipsey, what's up, dude? What were you doing? What were you up to tonight? Rocket? Ooh, you were busy. That's fair. How is Rocket League? I haven't played in years, but with the announcements, I'm very tempted to play a little bit on stream. I imagine I am complete garbage now, but that's part of the fun, right? That is part of the fun. But yeah, I hope the stream went well. It is always good to see you streaming. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You entertain me, sir. You entertain me. And shout out to Randy Savage as well. Unbelievable. I can't do a good macho. At least I got to be motivated for it. I can't do it. Yeah, it never really goes well for me. Preach. That is the great answer, but definitely watch you stream Rocket League. That's what they all say. And then I stream things that aren't NHL, Madden, or football of any sort, and like half of you watch. Where have you been, huh, for the past week? There's 120 people in here right now, and like 30 on YouTube. Where you fuckers been? I'll watch you play this, and then I play other things, and you just don't show up at all. Get called out. You're bad friends, but Nipsey isn't. Nipsey's a great friend. That's right, I said it. Hey, I was here for Lego Batman. Wally, that you were. But yeah, I don't know. I could easily end up playing it. Like I said, that's kind of why we're here, because like the next like month is just really weird. With in-between time of the more modern sports games, so there's not as much going on. But yeah, this really dumb idea of just like, I want to get this achievement in a 16-year-old game that I didn't get back in the day. I'll just set out Lego Batman because I haven't been able to play it. Yeah, that is the problem, right? With a lot of modern games is, for someone like me who's known for sports games, for the vast majority of people, if I play a story game, right? If I play Lego Batman, if I play 007, which I want to, either you're here and having fun, in which case, hey, thank you, I appreciate it immensely. You're not watching because you don't give a shit, not about me or the game, maybe both, I don't know, which is also okay. You already watch somebody else play that game. You have already yourself played that game, or are playing it and don't want spoilers, or you can't play it yet and you want to and you don't want spoilers. So it is what it is. I'm just being sassy, okay? Because I'm gonna get fired because I suck. I gotta take out my anger on somebody else. That's the sign of a healthy relationship. I take out my anger on the people around. I don't. Why did I put that into the ether? I mean, let's be honest. If my wife and I got in a fight, she'd whoop my ass. My ass. She knows all my weaknesses. Like, oh yeah, you know that knee you had surgery on when you were 18? Pop! Just kick my patella like she's a prime John Jones. Oh, hey, we got Pro GM status. Let's go! I gifted us something to make up for it. That's fair. I appreciate it. Oh, well, you're not wrong. But yeah, hey, we got Pro status. How long until we hit Legend status for the achievement? Oh, we're 10% of the way there. 9 more seasons to go, baby. 9 more to go. Oh, thank God we can... Ooh, do we make our scout better or our pro scout better? Ability to report on trade deals coming your way before they arrive. Ooh. Has Wife 24 ever been to Montreal? No, but if I do get to Montreal for that AEW pay-per-view in July, it's during the summer. She'll be able to go with me. Yeah, Nipsey, that's what I saw was the move to Unreal 6, and that's what has me interested, right? Because I think a lot of people will be back on that game, not just the sweats who play it all the time. And that is a scary game. Like, obviously, there's the ranks and everything, but that is a really scary game to drop back into after a couple of years because you're like, oh my God, I'm just going to get obliterated. I need other lapsed players in there with me so I stand a chance to not want to put my fist through a wall, you know? I don't know what I want to put these points on. Honestly, the trading feels so important right now. I think I'm going to go Pro Scout, which is kind of crazy. I play almost every night, and I'm still stuck at Diamond 3. I couldn't even tell you what my old rank in Rocket League used to be, because it's been a couple years since I've played. But I enjoyed it. My go-to story is this. I was good enough to be able to beat people one-on-one that were decent, or decent enough that they'd get so mad about it that they would put my gamer tag on a trading forum and tell people I had all the best shit. And then the next day I woke up with over 400 messages. It might have been 300. So I was good enough to piss off somebody that much. But I certainly wouldn't have claimed to be anything overly special. When it comes to, like, competitive games, it was always... Yeah, Wheels, I think it was 300, not 4. I was reading the 4-on-4 that Big Boy posted at the time. It corrupted my vision. They got rid of trading, so you're good on that. Yes. I feel like that's how I am with most sports games. Like, I am relatively good at most games, but I'm not great at any of them. So it's like, oh yeah, let me play competitively. Like, I'm gonna hit a limit, you know, with every game. So that just is what it is. I don't really care about the trade deals coming our way. I just want to know what's after that next upgrade. I don't remember what the levels are. I mean, in fairness, it does mean, yeah, because level 4, trade deals coming your way before they arrive. Like, who cares? But what does a level 5 have? I gotta see if I can find an answer to this. NHL 11 staff upgrades. What on earth? I don't know. I gotta see if I can find an answer to that, because that's rough. Nipsey, all good, dude. All good. I will very much keep that in mind. Thank you again for the raid. Was there a Rocket League type game on N64? I never played Rocket League, but I remember playing something similar. I mean, probably. There was an N64 game for everything. Let's be honest. Like, for everything. It didn't matter what the concept was. Yeah, don't worry. There was a game for it. It was ridiculous. No matter how ridiculous, too. I'm going to go Amateur Scout, I think. What is our scouting as the New Jersey Devils have won the Stanley Cup? I want to see what our current scouting looks like based off of what's happened, to see if I'm actually going to need more info than what we already have, if that makes sense. So if we look at scouting assignments, I mean, I guess actually I could have looked else. Ah, shit. I don't even remember what the hell I was looking at. So QA, go Q for 2 weeks. Scouting Central? There we go. All right. I mean, that just tells us who's good and who isn't. Shout out to Adam Larson and Matt Pumple. I'm now 38 years old plus 1 day, just to date myself. Hello, fellow old. Okay, so, like, we're looking okay. At least on the high end. Let's go Pro Scout. I need to know that trade block info, because I cannot afford to be sending offers that they're going to get mad at. That is very counterintuitive. Very counterintuitive. Alright, let's see. Our first draft, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. We got a lot to do this offseason. Retirement, Sako Koivu, Mark Recchi. Again, this is when you couldn't even sort by points. Nick Lidstrom, Chris Draper. Kovalev's gone. Gonchar. Gotta wonder if we traded for Kovalev, if we would have made it. Marty St. Louis retired. Mike Knuble, Marcus Naslund. Peter Sikora, my goat. And top goalie, Mark Denis. Fair enough. I would not like to play the prospects game. Thank you very much. Top 5 picks. Cool. All right. Our trade block. Probably going to have to reset it. Nope, it stayed the same. Good. Good. All right, so the draft is tomorrow. The big meet's tomorrow. One drafted rookie wins the Calder. We still got to work on Columbus and St. Louis for trades if we can. Let's see. Drafting. All right. This is where we can cheese a little bit. We need a QMJHL winger. We need a center from the OHL, a USA defender, a USA goalie. We need 3 trades. Let's see, we need to do 3 trades during this draft. Oh, we need to do 5 trades during the draft. We can do that. What am I thinking of here? Oh, I was trying to see if there are any other hidden tasks, but I think we're okay. And then other trades. 4 trades in the offseason. Trade to get an above-average player. Complete a trade for a player specifically named in a rumor. Can we see rumors right now? No, we can't. So we'll have to do that later. But we got to try to get 5 trades done during this draft. I don't know who has... We have the 13th and the 21st. I don't remember what that Atlanta pick or who that Atlanta pick would have been going to. I think it might have been 6th. That's not great. All right, no trades have happened yet. Washington's calling. Pittsburgh is calling. Washington wants Jordan 2-2 for Joe Corvo. Corvo's 34 at this point, 80 rated, right-handed shot. We really don't need another right-handed shot. We'll keep Jordan 2-2. And I need to try to initiate a trade if I can. So that will be where we go and talk to Columbus because we need to increase that damn rep. In terms of cap, I gotta be honest, right? Like David Legwand at only an 82, making that much money. Marty Erat making that much money. We just can't have it. I mean, Weber's an 84, and he's apparently not going to get much better, so I don't know if Shea Weber is going to be the guy that we really need. But yeah, Marty Erat's making some big money. He's got to go. I mean, he is an 83, but he's got to go. So they want offense. Their surplus is athleticism. Can we get their first round pick this year? I mean, we might be able to get more than that. Can we get their first rounder next year? Or is there anybody that we might actually want to try to trade for here? Who is this? Dan Ryder. Okay. Not often I see a player I've never heard of. Anton Strawman? Another right-handed shot. That's not going to help. Dennis Grabeshkov again. I thought Grabeshkov was older than he is. He is only 27. Getting him back wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Derek Dorsett, Maxim Mayorov. I mean, he is making 3.4 mil. All right, Columbus. Martin Erat for your first rounder next year. They said no because of the amount of skaters. Shit. Pittsburgh. Oh, man. Ryan Ellis for a first and a second. I mean, Ellis is about ready to go, so that's no way. No way. Let's go back to Columbus. Got to keep trying to improve that relationship. I want your first rounder next year. You can also send... Yeah, let's just go for Neuber. Kyle Neuber. His deal's expiring, at least. We will give you Martin Erat and a 7th next year. Marty Erat's on his way to Columbus as we try to improve that relationship. Adam Larson's a Bruins, Sean Couturier to Ottawa, Matt Pumple to Anaheim, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, the actual first-round pick this year, is passed on by Edmonton and goes to Washington instead. We have the 13th pick. We see Victor Wahlquist, a 20-year-old grinder from Linköping. David Musel, 18-year-old defender. Colin Smith, who I think was in Colorado's organization, and maybe the Leafs at one point. Roman Kubina, 19-year-old defender. We got Brody Luning, 19-year-old from Swift Current. Mitch Chapman, an 18-year-old enforcer. Hell yeah. And Kyle Hope, an 18-year-old DFD. Could also go for Casey Babineau, Carson Dubchak, Alex Bolduc. Defender, though. Mikhail Teppo, 18-year-old Finnish defender. Jonathan Narbone, I looked at it too fast. I didn't even see the flags in the background, to be honest. Narbone. Jonathan Narbone. There's the other Russian that I knew was going to be on the board. We saw him earlier. Vyacheslav Smirnov. Landon Oslansky. Stephen Woodworth. And then we're down to second rounders. Tough to say. I mean, that dude looks interesting, but he's 20. Yeah. I mean, David Musel probably makes a bunch of sense. Colin Smith, I mean, the downside is he just doesn't have a player picture, right? It's kind of a bummer. Mitch Chapman, I mean, first round tough guy, you know? Or Kyle Hope, whose athleticism is kind of capped where it is. Man, I am not overly sold on a lot here. Teppo's the interesting one. He seems pretty boom or bust. 13th overall, that feels okay. It's also Landon Oslansky. He is 19, though. And obviously, you want to look for a good amount of 7s. He could be worse off. David Musel's got a couple 7s. He's just not going to get any better defensively. And then there's Wahlquist, but he's 20. I'm going to take the Finnish defender from EFCO. Mikhail Teppo. Left-handed shot as well. Let's take the Finn. And then with pick number 21, the tough guy Chapman is still there. I mean, that would be like drafting Dylan McElrath. Then there's Kyle Hope. And then first to second round. Could risk it for Landon Oslansky. Sort by grades. And it's a little bit risky to take someone that far off the board, though, right? There is Simo Pekka-Riikola, another Finnish defender, but he's 19. Miles Bell. Nick Trecapelli. Could start reaching the third round. The thing is, though, hey, Dominic Schlump. We don't really have that many picks in the mid-rounds or the later rounds, really. So, yeah, maybe we should hope for the best. What do we have for goalies, just in case? I never looked at goalies. Jordan Kennedy, Drew Owsley. Robin Gusse, 5'9", and Jordan Bennington. Whatever happened to that guy? Oilers legend, Jordan Bennington. So for reflexes, another Finn, man. Jari Ringbaum, he's 20, though. Richard Olberg, 17. Ricard Steyer. Gustav Lindvall's 20. Definitely some risks. Definitely some risks. All right. Bennington was an Oiler. Oh, he's going to be, though. Adam Almqvist. Again, the problem is he's 20 already. Shane McGolgan. Ryan House is 19. Jacob Filowich. Ty Ratty. You know, Ty Ratty might be worth the risk. I feel like this game probably did like Ty Ratty quite a bit. JG Pageau is also out there. Maybe going a little bit off the board to take Ty Ratty isn't the worst idea in the world. Just because so many others are a big risk. Tristan Schwery's 20. Yeah, honestly, Ty Ratty might be the pick. If not, I am kind of leaning towards Mitch Chapman. Just take a big-ass defender. That's not bad. If we go second round, again, Simo Pekka is interesting. A couple guys here that just look fine, but nothing special. Tyler Brown, but he's 20. Basically, you want the modern-day Scott Simmons. I want the modern-day Scott Sterling. Ryan House is 19. Take Chapman, turn us into NHL 11 Goon Squad, right? Tristan Schwery is a really big risk. Stuart Percy. Stuart Percy could be okay. Not that we necessarily need another defender, but man, he looks like he could be really solid. Or Ty Ratty. I feel like we need the forward help more. I'm going to go for Ty Ratty. It's a little bit early, but we'll risk it. Because we do have a second round pick. Binnington ended up being a king. But we go a little bit off the board to take Ty Ratty. Rangers are calling. They want Atlanta's first next year for Sean Avery and a fourth. Absolutely not. And the Capitals are calling. They want Curtis Foster for Joe Corvo. Absolutely not. All right, we do need to initiate more trades if we can. Columbus still doesn't like me very much. Unfortunately. Man, Nikita Filatov would be insane. You know what? Let's go see what St. Louis has. Because again, we do need to initiate these trades. St. Louis, currently a rival. They want offense. Their surplus is defense. I mean, Pietrangelo is... He's the guy to get. But obviously Ellis is there. They also have a dude named Shields. Cody, duly noted. He's another right-handed defender. Honestly, it doesn't have to be a major trade, though. Like, for example, we could just take, like, Bryce Lampman, former Portland Pirate. And just be like, okay, cool. You do that, and you take him, and we'll give you... fucking Ian McKenzie. Okay, Lampman actually has way more value than that. We'll give you Antti Peel. He's not signed. Guys, we'll give you Peter Ovechkin. The old Vecky. Just a 1-for-1 Ovechkin for Lampman. They don't want middle-aged players. Fuck. It's so hard to make trades, man. It's so hard. They don't want middle-aged players. Well, I can't see your full block from here. What do you want from me? All right, let's try this again. Give me Bryce Lampman. So Ovechkin is apparently a middle-aged player at 25. Is this Mike Santorelli or Mark? That's Mark Santorelli. What if we give you Celine? And a pick. Yeah, so we have a second, a third, and a fourth to round out the draft, and that's it. We do have 3 firsts next year, though. Also, I was being very dumb, and I traded my second and third next year. Because I was thinking about, like... I don't know what I was thinking about. So there's probably people who were yelling at me that whole time. Like, especially if this gets uploaded to YouTube after the fact. And, yeah. I definitely screwed that up. Definitely screwed that up in terms of offer sheeting. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. I can get that achievement any other time. It'll be fine. What if we give them a 7th rounder down the road? Celine and Lampman. We're looking for players with a deeper track record. We're not looking for younger players. Fuck! So they want veterans. 2nd round pick. The thing is here, we need a QMJHL winger, an OHL center, USA defenders, unless we get more picks. So, is there a winger in the QMJHL that could be interesting? Not really. No comment. Not really. Nobody at a 7.5 locked in. Anybody have a locked in 7.5? Yes. Victor Hertzberg, but he's 20. So if we were to take a QMJHL winger, it'd have to be freaking Victor Hertzberg, which is way off the board. Way off the board. What about an OHL center? Vinny Trocheck, who's projected to be undrafted. Athleticism. Boone Jenner Chevrolet. Taylor Carnival. So I'm in Boone Jenner or Vinny Trocheck. Obviously, again, we'd have to go off the board, but we're trying to complete these other goals if we can. And then there was a defender from the U.S., in which case Jacob Filewich is there and projected to go at that time, but also a U.S. goalie, which would include Gordy McDonald, who's not that good. We'll take Filewich since he's kind of in line with who's projected to go right now, and we'll hope for the best. That at least accomplishes that goal. Because we weren't really speccing into this draft too heavily anyway. Montreal's calling. They want Ryan Ellis for a 1st and a 2nd. Absolutely not. And Buffalo wants Ryan Ellis for a 1st and a 3rd. Absolutely not. Okay, so we know that St. Louis wants veteran forwards. St. Louis wants veteran forwards. I want Bryce Lampman. Veteran forwards. Obviously, Scatchard could apply. Ben Geet. I don't think I can even add a draft pick to this, so I'm not even going to try. Just Ben Geet for Bryce Lampman. You're not looking for veterans. You're not looking for prime players. You're not looking for... Fuck it. I give up. I give up on trying to trade. I give up. At least for now. 3rd rounder, Percy, and that guy that Cody warned me about is off the board. Shout out to Nathan Beaulieu. Oh, Dougie. Douglas. And Bruins legend Ryan Button. Look, I need to draft some other options, but, dude, Zach Cassian's there, too. I can't possibly pass up on Dougie Hamilton in the 3rd round, though. I can't do it, dude. It's Dougie Hamilton. I'm taking him. Whatever. We'll deal with it. Carolina's calling. Ooh. Kevin Klein, Jeremy Smith, and a 4th for Jonathan Matsumoto and Eric Fair, who was only 25. Klein is what he is at 26. He's a fringe defender. Wally, honestly, kind of. The game system with the GM trade rep does not appreciate you trying to cheese the hell out of the system, and it just gets pissed off at you otherwise. Try trading a goalie to St. Louis. I'm probably going to, yeah. Jeremy Smith is not going to get too much better than what he is. Matsumoto is still going to get better, but he's 24. Eric Fair, though, is making $2 million already. I mean, technically, we'd be saving about $700,000. And we get a prospect in Matsumoto who might still make it. Done deal. I'll take that. All right, well, St. Louis, you better be fucking looking for a goalie or nothing makes sense here. Or nothing makes sense here. Why would they possibly... There's no way they're looking for a goalie. There's no way. I'm not even going to try. Because I can't see the trade block from here, I'm not even going to try. Alright, well, that's it for us in the draft. We will take a look at how it played out. Philly is calling. They want Atlanta's first next year for Oskars Bartulish. Shout out to Latvia, but that guy's not worth a first rounder. Is what it is. So yeah, taking a look, again, rest of the first round, we looked at that, but second round, you got names in that round, I guess. Nobody who went on to great success. Third round, though, I mean, Stuart Percy, was a Leafs pick. Nathan Beaulieu to Detroit. Klaus Dahlbeck to Columbus. Zach Cassian to Carolina. I think that's, Derek Holden. And fourth round... Reese Scarlett to Calgary. David Brohl, the Broller Coaster, to Dallas. And in the fifth round, Darian Jarzynski for Portland Pirates. Alan Quine went to Anaheim. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of notable names who go undrafted because of just what the potentials were at the time and everything. Sixth round. It's probably Scott Harrington. Michael Hauser, Frankie Corrado to Boston, Joseph Cramarosa. It's not the sexiest names of all time. All right, that's it for us in this first draft. We accomplished some of what we set out to do, not all. But that's okay. We'll see what we can do in terms of making the most of it and improving. And hopefully that will work out well for us. Hopefully. Damn. We'll see what happens here, re-sign phase-wise. I'm not worried about RFAs. Thank you very much. Okay. So, goalies. If we're going to sign Atengren, it has to happen, I think, now. And it's not mentioning UFA status, but we probably would sign him. Because he looks okay, and I don't want to lose him for nothing. Mark Tkanich can go. Only a C potential. We will qualify Sebastian Dom. And we'll sign Engren to an ELC, hopefully. Defensively, Shea Weber gets qualified. Here comes the unbelievable... Man, 4.8 mil. Here comes the unbelievable offer sheet from Philly. Got to qualify Cody Franzen. Qualify Ryan Parent. Teemu Laakso, only a C potential. He's going to get a little bit better defensively. He is a DFD. I might keep him. We definitely need to sign Roman Josi to his ELC. Oh my god. Stupid sexy Josi. Taylor Chorney, we got to qualify. Alex Sulzer can go. He's just a dude at this point. Sorry, Sulzer. I think we're going to qualify Laakso. Dietrich can go. And Cody, if you know the guy's name, you know he's going to be good. You know this game very well, this era. Ryan McInnes will qualify. Patrick Hersley can go. So a tweet that said the UCL final goal scored by the losing team was Sadio Mane in 2018. The last UCL final goal scored by a losing team. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Matthias Ekholm only a C. I'm guessing we can keep these guys unsigned for now. I do want to keep Matthias Ekholm because it's Matthias Ekholm. We should be okay up until they're, 20 or older, right? I'm just worried the game would have done something dumb at the time. It's just been like, nope, you lost them. Too bad. But we should be okay. 11 and 12 been known to randomly decide what players get good potentials. Interesting. Well, I don't even know what position that guy plays. Dudnik. He's a B minus. He's a B minus. Warrior, you're subbed. You can post anything you want. Well, not anything you want. You know how that works. All right. Let's see. So defense, we should be okay. Right wing side, Hornqvist definitely gets the qualifying offer. Joel Ward. Since the 2018 final, all the finals have ended 0-0 with Mane's goal being the last one by the losing team. Oh, because it's all extra time. Okay, I mean, whatever. Who cares? 40-year-old Bill Guerin, you're gone. Matt Halischuk. It's going to get a little bit better. Not by much. We shouldn't have to sign Watson. Hugh Jessamine can go. Sorry to the specimen, but you're out of here. Ryan Maki is 26. He's nothing at this point. He can go. Andreas Thureson is going to get a little bit better. Not by much. Indeed, RW. You don't need to sign Ratty. Kyle Neuber can definitely go. Yeah, I mean, we picked him up for the hell of it in a trade. Let's sign Taylor back at age 20 just to be safe. Type RW. I love when people get hit with pre-roll ads when they're not supposed to, Twitch. Thanks for that. Love disabling that. You do realize, Twitch, that's the number one thing that causes someone to load up a stream and immediately leave, is the pre-roll. And we have that disabled, and people still get hit with the pre-roll. Love that. That's so good for me. Ian McKenzie. He can go. Ian McKenzie can go. Andreas Thureson. I mean, can still get a little bit better, but not by much. RW, take a look at the pin message. Unless you're asking beyond that. Let's take a look at centers. Patty O'Sullivan, Brule, both RFAs. Smithson, Gotch, White can go. He's down to a D potential. He's definitely going to go. Frank potentially, yeah. I was thinking back half might have been Batman, but it's getting to be so late that the silly wrestling nonsense might make sense. God damn, we got a lot of RFAs. A lot. And UFAs for that matter. There's no way we're signing Stanislav Balan. I don't think we're going to sign Eunice Rask. He can get a bit better defensively, but not by much. Veteran Dave Scatchard can go. We don't need to sign Ryan Johansson yet. Cal O'Reilly. Only a C potential. Yeah, Frank, no, we're good. I got a bit more sleep yesterday going to bed early, so I'm feeling good. I mean, Cal O'Reilly can get a bit better offensively at this point, but he's a two-way. We'll just cut him. Sorry, Cal. Veteran Ben Geet can go. Mike Santarelli. He's not going to get any better. He's a fringe NHLer. We'll just let go of Mike Santarelli. Nick Spaulding can definitely stay. Jared Smithson, Marcel Gotch, they're not bad, but I don't want to commit that money to them right now. I don't even know what they're asking for, and it doesn't matter. I don't want to commit that money to them. So we got the RFAs. We don't need to sign Johansson. We're not going to sign Rask. We're not going to sign Balan. Left wings. I mean, Peter Ovechki's not going to get any better. Yeah, Peter Ovechki's out. Or Ovechki, I don't know. Thomas Kopechki apparently is what it was. Kostitsin we don't want to lose for nothing. We're not going to sign Antti Pielstrom. And Mark Santarelli. Good on the franchise where the stats said player put up decides if he'll get cut. In the past, yes, but I mean, for the most part, like, you can pretty much tell if someone's just not going to be good. Unfortunately, this game doesn't really allow you to go off of stats all that much. It's just not built to be fun like that. Right wing side. I mean, we don't really need Joel Ward if we have Jordan Tutu. That's just kind of the fact of the matter here. Matt Halischuk is going to get a bit better defensively and with athleticism. $1.1 million to qualify. You're not on the NHL roster guaranteed. Get out of here. Halischuk is out. We don't need to sign Watson. Thurston, we'll just move on from. Let's free up the space. Well, I mean, I get... What's Eric Fair here? Is he a power forward? He is. I mean, that could be the 4 right wings. Hornqvist, Fair, Tutu, and Ward. That could be it. I am going to sign Taylor Beck because he's 20. Oh, okay, I already sent him the deal. It just doesn't show the other thing. What's Joel Ward looking for money-wise? I mean, maybe if we play you on the third line. Tutu's already made... Yeah, sorry, Joel, you got to go. It's too much. It's too much. I know we have $34 million in cap space right now, but that's because we got some big RFAs still that have to be signed as well. Davis! What's up, Davos? How are you, my friend? I am shocked you're awake. Also, we could buy out a player right now, but we don't need to do that. Sim today. Mad Doughty, Seabrook could be free agents. God damn. We might have to reacquire draft picks. Engren is signed. Yossi, Beck, and Ekholm. All right. So goalie-wise, we'll just see what happens with Dom. Weber, Franzen, Parent, Laxo, Chorney, McGinnis. We're not signing File, which ended up being okay. Dougie was also a B-. So was Teppo. So we got 3 more decent defenders in that draft. It's pretty funny. And right wing side, just double checking. Ratty was a B-. We actually had a pretty decent draft. So it's mainly just the RFAs. Doughty would be an RFA. In theory, yes. But that could be helpful to us. That could be helpful. So we'll see. I'm on a mission in 2K9 putting together the historical rosters. What possibly spurned that project on? As someone who has also done some very dumb projects when it comes to rosters, what could have possibly spurned that on? All right, so Doughty has gotten a qualifying offer. I can put their numbers in, but not their names. It's so weird. Why 2K9 specifically? Can you edit it in other ones? Or is it just like where you want a 2K9 kick? I don't know. Fair enough. Man, so we got 20 players under contract and $30 million in cap. Let's see, trade block, definitely interested in offense and all picks. And as per usual, we'll just max this shit out. Just say we are open for business here. I don't know what players I want to put on the block yet, though. But, all right, GM tracker. Our reputation dropped from a 23 down to a 10. So that sucks. Don't know why that happened, but okay. Don't really know why that happened. But it did. Right. At least you aren't in the negatives, that's true. Okay. All the releases. Yeah, maybe. Wolf, I am good to go. I'm playing the music through Spotify, not through the game. I have it set up that I can avoid DMCA because it won't show up in the Twitch VODs itself. It has to do with the audio tracks. It's very nerdy, but I'm safe. I'm safe for now. Start and park, basically the on-demand, video on-demand. All right, if we take a look at this team currently. Not from that screen, though. So, yeah, like, if you watch a stream back after it happens, like, right now, 3 hours and 44 minutes into it, you will not be hearing American Idiot. But if you watch live, you're hearing American Idiot. Forgot how whack the trade values were. Dude, it's kind of nuts. That said, I don't even think modern games had the trade values set up all that well. Okay, so looking at the team in its current form. For our goaltenders, we have Rinne, Ramo, Engren. We're fine. We're fine. Dom will have to be signed at one point. I don't know if they accept the offers later. 2K is the broadcast camera, and I can do commentary. That's fair. That's fair. Weber's an RFA. We got Suter on the left side, Franzen on the right, Foster on the right, Parents on the left, and then Ellis is also now eligible to play on the right. Remember looking at my audio, I had 4 or 6 tracks. All I wanted to do was play music on stream, but for me to not have to hear it. I never figured it out. I mean, not to get nerdy, but within, like, OBS, like, there's probably certain settings you could get away with it. Stupid Sexy Yossi, left-hand side. We don't know about the others. Okay, honestly, there's nobody here that's, like, so stable and reliable that we have to, like, pick and choose between them and others. So, free agents this year. UFAs, actually, let's look at RFAs first. So, RFAs include goaltenders Steve Mason, Andre Pavelik, Devin Dubnyk, the Dubnyk. Defensively, dude, yes, Doughty is there, so is Seabrook, Mark Stahl. Okay. And then forwards, Bobby Ryan, Chris Stewart, Jake Voracek, Andre Kostitsyn. Okay, so we needed to target someone at least a tier 3 of compensation, which I believe is the first, right? Like, yeah, tier 1 should be 3rd rounder, tier 2 2nd rounder, tier 3 is a 1st and a 3rd. So that is between 3.44 mil and 5.2, basically. 5.164. We need to offer somebody a deal in that range to get one of the 2 franchise achievements I did not get in this game. So Doughty would make a hell of a lot of sense, but then we'd have to move on from Weber. But they kind of did Shea Weber dirty. He's not going to get any better than what he is. It would be worth spending to get Doughty, but he's beyond the range we're looking for. I mean, technically we could do it. I don't know if we have the picks to pull it off. Yeah, we don't have the picks to pull it off for him. Seabrook is within that range. He is also a righty and would technically be an upgrade on Weber. Speaking of Doggo, how's she doing? I know you're reading an ad. I know you said you were in an ad. So anyway, I could get Tatsuka Zetterberg high values last I knew. Let's see, Bobby Ryan is too expensive for that range. Mark Stahl. I mean, Mark Stahl is a top lefty to play with Weber's okay. Stewart's not going to get any better offensively. Jake Voracek. Oh, okay, well, fair enough. I mean, Jake Voracek wants 6 mil. It's too expensive. Doughty was looking for $6 million. We would have to get our own 2nd round pick back. And I don't know where that went. For Doughty, was it 6.8 mil? 6.2. Okay, we're good. So Ryan would be a lot. Yeah, we don't even have enough to go for Bobby Ryan. Doughty, we'd have to get our 2nd round pick back. So it could be Seabrook to replace Weber or to play with Weber. It could be Mark Stahl. Our top left D, though, is Suter. And then we also have Perrin and Yossi. What's the trade value on Doughty? Max, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And the AI is very, very stingy with trades, as we have rediscovered. Very, very stingy. Oh, yeah, Doughty's maxed out. So, I mean, you could certainly argue getting our second-round pick back would be a smart thing. Edmonton doesn't have it. Who else have we done a trade with? Columbus? Columbus doesn't have it. They do have our 7th. Who else did we make a trade with? I think we made a deal with Washington involving Eric Fair, but they don't have it. We didn't make any deals with Tampa. Does St. Louis have it? No. Does Pittsburgh have it? No. Ottawa, maybe? No. Montreal, Minnesota, LA, Florida, Edmonton. I don't know who the hell has our pick. It's not Detroit. We're going to have to look through everybody. I don't know who has it. It's not Colorado, not Chicago. Who the hell has it? Atlanta did have it. Yeah, that's right, because we got the 2 first from them. All right, so can we get that back? Oh, shit, we also don't even have our 3rd. Who the hell has our 3rd? Oh, thank God, Atlanta does too. Okay, Atlanta, I need those pick back. I don't know if I want to give you a first rounder for it, but I might have to. There's some rough value there. But honestly, that 3rd's not exactly worth much more than the 4th. If we go the 3rd next year, a 4th, let's go with something crazy like this, just to make sure it goes through. I might lose value on this, but a 3rd, 2 4ths, 2 5ths for a 2nd and a 3rd. Got our picks back. We can make the play for Doughty. Don't know if I lost rep. Still on 10 at the moment. That was pretty risky. But this is our best play, is to be able to get someone like Drew Doughty. The question is now, how much cap space do the Kings have? That is the big question. How much cap space does LA have? $9 million. Okay. They're probably going to be able to match on whatever we do. Probably going to be able to match on whatever we do. But in fairness now, we can actually go as high as we need to. We can go as high as we need to. If 6.8 isn't enough, first 3-round picks this year and next year's first at 8 mil, and then 4 straight first-round picks to get Doughty at 9. I mean, in fairness, if we paid 10 mil for Doughty, we'd give up 4 first-round picks, but we'd get Drew Doughty, and we would get that achievement as well. I just don't want the Kings to match, you know? I just don't want the Kings to match, but we'd have to give them like $9 million. Well, 10. And I might get in trouble for over-offering, because the salary cap was $61 million at this point. So having Drew Doughty at like $10 million is fucking absurd. And the AI might get big mad at me for over-offering for Doughty, but he's worth it. He's insane in this game. He is insane. What if we go 2 years, 10 mil, and give up 4 first-round picks to get the guy? I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it. Let's see if it goes through. It's big time over asking price, but hey, we'll at least get a different achievement if that goes through. The alternative can be going after Brent Seabrook, who wants 8 years. And we can just offer him $5 million flat. That would be a first and a third. We'll see if that works. As long as one of those two go through, I get the achievement. But Doughty is the big swing. And if Seabrook answers before then, so be it. But at least we're trying. God, Bobby Ryan's sick in this game, too. He is very, very good in this game. That'd be our this year's first 3-round picks, next year's first. I think I'm okay with going for that, too. We're going to send offers out on the big three. We won't go for Mark Stahl until we get an answer from the big three. But we'll try it. I am very tempted to go for Voracek, too, but we'll go for the big three. What do we got for UFAs? Goalies, of course, we have Rene, so we don't need Leclerc, we don't need Emery. Yeah, we don't need any of those guys. Potentials, though, Michael Zador. We have room for one goalie. I mean, there's plenty of B-minuses. Anders Nilsson, Josem Eriksson, Jeff Frazee, Alexander Petrovsky, Darcy Kemper. But yeah, Michael Zador, like, clearly, right? And we'll hope he signs, because I do know we get in trouble if we go way over asking price to get rookies signed. That Doughty contract could kill me, but it's worth it. Defensively, ooh, boy. Phillips, McCabe, Ehrhoff, there's some good names out here. But other prospects, so where we want to look first, because we don't know if the Doughty move's going to go. Lane Werbowski, David Rundblad, Pirates legend. Christoph Berglund, Brett Fleming, Sammy Vatanen, Tim Erickson, Stefan Elliott. Okay. I mean, we could go for a bit of the name value here, even though someone like David Shields might actually be the best. Bang for your buck, being over a 70. Tim Erickson's up there, too. Is Paul Ranger in this game? He should have been, yeah. All right, we are going to go for David Rundblad. We're going to go for Tim Erickson. And we're going to go for David Shields. Those are the three best prospects there. We'll come back for highest rated once we have an answer from the RFAs. And then forward-wise, who are the best prospects? Quite a few B-minuses. Anybody that's around 20 or younger that's at least a 70. Landon Ferraro is a must. We'll send a deal out to him. But like Shimmick isn't that bad. Jonas Natanen's not that bad. What else do we have here? Birdie. Felipe Paredes isn't that bad either. Any other 70s? Not really. So high 60s. Jimmy Bubnick! My goat. Because what a great name. There was also Felipe Paredes, as we talked about. Anybody else that's up there? Nothingen's not that bad. We already sent the deal to Landon Ferraro. We'll go for Nothingen. Okay. And then UFAs. High-end forwards. It's Kovalchuk. We got to go for Kovalchuk. It's one of the goals to sign a dude that's 90+. That is an absolute must offer to Kovalchuk. We'll go a little bit overvalued at 9.5. And we'll see if Kovalchuk signs. That is an absolute must. We got a lot of money out there on the table right now. And I'm sure my AI is going to get my owner's going to get furious with me. We're probably going to lose our second phone. We're still at 10 for the moment. Okay, what's going to happen? Michael Zador has signed. Notinen, Parody, and Bubnick. Still waiting for the big names. We got $30 million in cap space. What's it going to be? David Shields, David Rundblad, Timmy Erickson, Landon Ferraro went elsewhere. Here we go. Drew Doughty has accepted. We know the Kings can't match. Because he's accepted, Kovalchuk is signed. Yes! Seabrook cannot sign, nor can Bobby Ryan, but it looks like we're in line for Doughty, and we did just sign Ilya Kovalchuk. Let's go. We have 11 million in cap left. Holy shit. Oh no. We might have to make a trade. Unless that's factoring in Doughty's accepted offer already, which it might be. If not, we're going to be right up to this goddamn cap by the end of this. LA, what's the word? We know you can't match it. We know you can't. You're going to make me wait. The problem is, too, we have all those other RFA deals out. Sebastian Dom has taken the qualifying offer. So was Ryan McGinnis. We can't go for Frolov yet, guys. I don't know if we'll be able to go for him at all. I got to be honest. Don't get greedy. We already got greedy enough. They're going to make me wait, man. They're going to make me wait for Doughty. It's really putting us behind the 8 ball. There it is. 4 first-round picks for Drew Doughty at $10 million. We did what we had to do. We did what we had to do. That achievement better have popped. There it is. That is one of 2 franchise achievements we did not get yet. The big RFA signing. By getting Drew Doughty. We do have $11.5 million left. GM Tracker, they're not mad at me about Doughty yet, shockingly. Maybe it'll go through the next day. Okay, so contracts. Rinne, Engren, Ramo, Pickard, Dom, and Zador. Defensively, Weber and Franzen still haven't signed yet. Weber is now expendable, though, because of Doughty. Doughty has absolutely just taken Shea Weber's thunder here. Franzen needs to be signed. Parent needs to be signed. Honestly, Weber and Foster can go, because we can go Doughty, Franzen, Ellis. Left side, Suter, Parent, Yossi. So, yeah, Weber and Foster are the expendable ones here. And then if guys like Laxo and Chorney sign, like whatever. Cameron Gounce is already making over $1 million. So is Roussel, apparently. That's a bit interesting. Feels like a glitch more than anything. Right wing side. We don't know yet. Left wing side, but having Kovalchuk there is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. And in fairness, I'll probably play him on the right. Kovalchuk and Doughty are here. David Legwand is making too much money. David Legwand is making way too much money. If we're going to have Doughty and Kovalchuk signed for what we just signed them for, Legwand's got to go. He's got to go. So on the block, I don't know if we'll actually get offers quickly. But Curtis Foster, David Legwand, and Shea Weber as an RFA all head to the block. And we're going to have to try to get those deals done. We do have $11 million to spend, though, which is surprising. But also some RFAs that still need to be signed. Speaking of RFAs, we technically don't have to mess around with anybody, but the compensation number is anything under 1.135 mil, no compensation required. I mean, we did just give up 4 first-rounders for Shea Weber. Although, that said, it was nothing but 4 first-rounders. So this year's third-round pick is 1.14 mil to 1.725. And the... Let's see. So that is the third rounder there. And then the second rounder, which we do still have, turns out we didn't need it, is, we'll say, 1.75 mil to 3.45 mil. So technically, we could still do some damage on the RFA market. Go full St. Louis here. So goalies, both those guys are way out of our price range. Couldn't you just send an offer to all the no compensation RFAs? Cody, what did we say earlier? What did we say earlier? Those brakes. They're in the car for the reason. Pump them brakes, champ. You're getting ahead of me. I know you know what you're doing. So do I. You're getting ahead of it. You got to let everybody else catch up. This time I was distracted. Fair enough. That's okay. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's why I wanted to know. Brondo is what plants crave. Let's see. So Seabrook, we're out. Actually, here, let's just see. Seabrook is out. Stahl's out. Franzen's out. Parents. There is Strawman, but he's not really worth much. Chorney's ours. Scott Jackson. I mean, Scott Jackson's pretty much the only one, and he's not even really worth anything. But yeah, like Strawman, like, it's just fine. Mark Mathott's dirt cheap. Okay. And then forward-wise, top forwards are Stewart. Ooh, we could actually go for Chris Stewart. We could go for Stewart. Or Tyler Kennedy. Kennedy's still going to get better. Stewart's going to get better everywhere but offensively, but honestly, he's kind of already okay. That's not bad. And Kennedy also kind of like a center right wing. Weird. Let's just look at all skaters. So Scott Jackson is under that limit. It's a two-way deal, and again, I cannot offer him that much more without the AI getting mad. So we'll just see if Jackson takes that deal. Nick Spaulding should be mine. He is mine, isn't he? Yeah, we didn't trade him. Chorney is ours. TJ Gagliardi, 2.9 mil. That would be the second rounder right there. He is going to get better, though. There's also Bobby Butler, who we can send an offer for without any compensation. Then there's Kennedy, and then Vladimir Sobolka is out there. But he's not ours anymore. Well, for the big second rounder, Gagliardi or Kennedy, I'm leaning Gagliardi. Yeah, I'm leaning Gagliardi. I mean, I guess technically we don't have to spend it. But what are the odds we get somebody better than TJ Gagliardi with that second rounder, you know? So we'll see if that goes through. And then basically between 1-2 and 1-7. I don't even know who the hell that would be. Seeking. Yeah, there's actually nobody that we can give up that third rounder for. Fair enough. All right, how many C potentials are there? Quite a few. How many of them can actually get better? Got Strawman, Brulé is ours. Loxo's ours. Rich Kloon. He's going to get better defensively. I'm going to send an offer out to Rich Kloon. And we will also send an offer out to Brett McLean, former Portland Pirate. Maxime Noreau, I mean, might as well. Offer sheet as many of these dudes as we can. Yuri Talusti. We're just going to go crazy with the offer sheets here. Andrew Bodnarchuk. Matt D'Agostini. I'm going to be the most hated GM in the league. Stewart's too expensive, but we can also go for Vladimir Sobolka. There we go. So we're going nuts with the RFAs. UFAs. Top dogs left. Frolov and my goat, Simon Gagne. Gagne was up there for league scoring this past year. He had 105 points. I know Frolov's there, but man, Gagne and Kovalchuk on the same line. We've seen it before, granted in a different hockey game. That could be the play. That could really be the play. I'm sending an offer out to Gagne, and we'll see if we get him. That is way too tantalizing. Real life GM sending 20 offer sheets probably gets jumped in the parking lot at the next league meetings. Not wrong. Not wrong. Shea Weber has accepted his qualifying offer. Didn't see that coming. We'll see if he gets traded. Patrick O'Sullivan accepted his qualifying offer, which wasn't even that much money from the looks of it. Simon Gagne has signed. Gagliardi, I apparently don't have the cap. Talusti is signed. McLean, Bodnerchuk. We got to wait for all of these guys, though. But that would bring us down to $0 available. You have $0. McLean is staying with the Coyotes. Bodnerchuk staying in Boston, as is Scott Jackson. We're not getting Bobby Butler either. We have 0 dimes. Talusti is staying. Sobotka, we don't know yet. So yeah, Sobotka looks like we would have signed. Taylor Chorney has been qualified by New Jersey. Remind me in 6 days. Okay, so we need to make moves here. We can't wait for the AI. There was one that said if we trade for someone that's involved in rumors. Stars being shopped around. Minnesota's willing to trade away a good defender. Okay. Ooh, look at that. We know fully what Minnesota's doing. I mean, in fairness, they're not mentioning anybody specific, though, so that doesn't help. So if we go to the block... Oh, look at this. Having information, so nice. Dude, Joffrey Lupul's out there. We need a team that wants a prime age defender. Which does include Atlanta, who would like to get Weber, although they want athleticism and not defense. Looks like veteran centers, just it's their best give up, which is why Antropov's there, but he's making too much money. We could see if they have any good prospects, but from the looks of it, they don't want to give up draft picks, so they probably don't want to give up prospects. Boston. Interested in defender. No, the surplus is defense. Team want defense. Veteran defenders. Their surplus is younger players. Shout out to Tyler Ennis. Buffalo? For Shea Weber, maybe? I mean, I'd like to keep Shea Weber, but goddamn, he's expensive. I mean, in fairness, I guess maybe we shop Legwand first. Right? So, veteran centers. Teams that want veteran centers. Calgary. Calgary is interested in a veteran center. They cannot afford David Legwand. He makes too much money. Who else wants a veteran center? Cody, take it easy, dude. Colorado? I hate that I can't see a team's cap space from here. Colorado could definitely afford to take on David Legwand. Definitely. The question is, it says their surplus is defense. I mean, the top guy that we'd want, it would be Johan Alm. Ooh, that guy is actually pretty good. And 20-year-old Kevin Smith, who is also pretty decent. Are you actually willing to move Johan Alm? Because that would be very nice. I don't even think I could get literally a draft pick back for it. I'd just be willing to do that deal. Not interested in another center at this time. You're full of shit, though. Yes, you are. You are in the market for a center. No. Oh, my God. Unless my scout's still wrong. Florida Panthers. They're not willing to move draft picks or younger players. Fuck. New Jersey might be willing to take on a center. I mean, they did just lose Kovalchuk. They have the cap space. Would you like David Legwand? It's not going to leave you with too much space. It says your surplus is athleticism, which never made any sense to me. Maybe I'm just dumb. They do have Adam Henrique. I'll have to break out the Henrique jersey. They do have Adam Henrique. If it's not him, it's like Nick Palmieri. I guess it is Henrique, right? What do we think? Leg one for Henrique? It would reduce our athletic surplus. Yeah! Which is what you said is your surplus. I.e., you're willing to get rid of it. Why are trades impossible in this game? Oh my god! Yeah, I can't make up their fucking minds. This is no wonder why I never got legend in this game. Good lord. Islanders are looking for prospects primarily. Rangers. Apparently they want defense, though. Fuck's sakes. But they want centers, but they want defense. Excuse me? Fuck it. St. Louis, do you want David Legwand? I don't even know anymore. I don't even care. St. Louis, you don't have the money. Does Columbus... Would Columbus be interested? They don't have the cap space. Okay. Well, let's start from the top then. Anaheim. Would you like offense? No, you wouldn't. I need a team that wants offensive help, and I need a team that has cap space, too. Colorado, I swear we just talked to you, didn't we? We did, because we talked about Ulm, and they were being dumb. Dallas. 21-year-old Jamie Benn would be great. He's a bit out of our price range. So is James Neal. Matt Niskanen? Yeah. Maybe not for Niskanen. Godfrey Hope, who we didn't take in the last draft. He's only a 58. Dallas doesn't really have the return that we'd want. Florida. Greg Budskin. What about Oslansky, who we looked at in the last draft? He's a 62. It's not that good. Sean Matthias? What about Gale? Danny Gale, he's only a 55. Dude, it is so difficult to trade in this game. LA. If we look at Legwand, pretty sizable chunk missing. So we're talking about Wayne Simmons, who is already making $2 million. He's not going to get much better. Damn. Andrei Loktionov? A little bit risky. I mean, if it's not him, it's Greg Frazier. It's only a 56. Loktionov might be my best bet at this point. New Jersey was being a pain in the balls. Anybody else, please? St. Louis doesn't have the cap. Tampa. Paul Ranger. Primetime Paul. That's my guy right there. Matt Lashoff, Dana Terrell. Lashoff's already 24. Dude, I thought Matt Lashoff was going to be so good when he was with the Bruins. Dana Terrell. Maybe Dana Terrell. If it's not him, we're looking at Philip Reichel. Most defensive potential. Weird. Mark Barberio. Toronto. Nazem Kadri, maybe. If not him, Carl Gunnarsson, or we'd fall way down to someone named Schmidt. What about Kadri? The value's there too much. Franchise time machine on the raid. I am also conducting a bit of a franchise time machine myself this evening. How was the stream, sir? What were you up to tonight? Always intrigued to know what particular challenge you were running. Shout out to the king, the god of Out of the Park baseball. Former Lethbridge Hurricane, Landon Oslansky. Scopes, it's pretty interesting to look back, right? And just be like, oh, that guy just didn't make it at all. Not like taking shots at somebody by saying it, of course, but... Ooh, speak of the devil. Anton Rodin. I'd be willing to do David Legwand for Anton Rodin if they are. Lowball created a roster trying to build the worst team possible. Found out there was a real player named Pickles Dillhofer. No. There was not a... His real name had to be like Randy. William Martin. Okay. So his nickname was Pickles. But William Martin Dillhofer. A.K.A. Pickles Dillhofer. He died young. He was like 28. He died of typhoid fever in the winter of 91-92. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sometimes you don't get a happy ending. They buried him in a jar of brine. No. Did they, though? Did they? I'd believe it, to be honest. Dude, I got a player I just cannot trade. I cannot trade David Legwand. This is brutal. I'm going to have to try to see if we can move Weber. With that value, it's nuts. Legwand. You know what? That's fair. Maybe Legwand is more athleticism. That's fair. You know what? We'll take a look at that, actually. The Ducks. Do I still have the Ducks clip? I think I do, don't I? Is it over here? Hold on. Do I still have... I do!
Ducks! It's all about ducks!
Shout out to Happy Console Gamer on YouTube. Been a very proud supporter for like 12 years now or some shit like that. Let's see. Luca Spiza or Matt Pumple. Pumple wasn't that bad. Not that we need Luca Spiza, but we could get Luca Spiza maybe. Nah, it's too much value. Can we get Matt Pumple? Not willing to trade away prospects. Shiza. Simo Pecoricola. Can we get Simo? They're not willing to trade prospects, right? So that's just not going to work. Also, yeah, for anybody coming over from franchise, number one, you're supporting a great streamer. Secondly, we're playing NHL 11 because I had the really dumb idea of going back and getting some achievements that I didn't get back in the day. Our goal right now is to hit legendary GM status, which just is impossible. I'm convinced. But we're working on it. Ooh, there's really nobody, I mean, like Nick Bergfors. There's really nobody from Atlanta that I want. Boston did just draft Adam Larson. That would be really nice for us. Or Bergeron, who they were trying to trade. But if we could get Adam Larson, they're not going to be able to afford it, though. Boston's just not a good fit for us. I just realized I totally forgot to look at the awards as well. Hopefully I can still look at that. Who else wants athleticism, please? Please, God in heaven. Minnesota. James Shepard's already making $3 million. And then you fall way down to, like, Corbin Baldwin. It's like he played for Spokane. $15 million in cap space for the New York Islanders. Would you like... Oh, my God. Nino Niederreiter, though. Kirill Kabanov. Kabanov is really, really good in this game. He wasn't in real life, at least in North America. Nino. 75 overall. The gap is too much, though. So we're looking further down at, like, Josh Bailey. I mean, Bailey's still going to improve. That's not that bad. But it'd be better to go after Matthew Gagnon, but he is only a 58, but he is going to get better. I'm definitely taking a hit there, but will they take the deal? I can't trade anybody. It's so hard. Ottawa. I mean, Jared Callen will be great, but we know the value is too much. What about Sean Couturier, who they just drafted? We can't do anything else this offseason until Legwand or Weber get traded. And I don't know how we're going to pull that off at this point. I really don't. Unless we just wait. I mean, UFAs, Frolov is still out there. There's some defenders, but... And then potentially we got all the best guys that we wanted, really. Top RFAs left. We know we can't afford too many of them. Because we have a lot of RFAs on the books right now still. Hey, shout out to Brett Festerling, the GOAT defender, apparently. I think we're just going to wait to see if any other trades go through. It's really all I can do. Our GM rep is up to a 30. But yeah, like off-season goals. Complete 4 trades in the off-season. Complete a trade for a player specifically named in a rumor. Free agency. Sign a player between a 90 and a 99. We already did that, unless it counts multiple times, but we literally just did that with Kovalchuk. I think we've done what we can do. So, I think all we can do right now, number 1, is look at the awards before I forget, and the playoff tree. We know that New Jersey won the Cup. They beat LA as well. A year before, right? Yeah, a year before they'd actually do it. Because, yeah, then 2014 they beat the Rangers. Let's see, awards. So, the Bruins don't win it in 2011. New Jersey does. The Art Ross goes to Crosby, leading point scorer. Hart goes to Kari Lettinen, Dallas's goaltender. Christian Ehrhoff for Vancouver, top defenseman. Sidney Crosby, the most gentlemanly. Calder Trophy went to Jordan Pierce in Detroit. I don't even know who that is. Conn Smythe, MVP of the playoffs, went to Martin Brodeur. Kari Lettinen was also the best goaltender. Masterton was won by Patrick O'Sullivan. The Selke goes to Mark Recchi, best defensive forward. Top player in general was Marion Gaborik, Ted Lindsay Award. He also won the Rocket Richard, most goals. And this was the time in the AHL where you couldn't even see the individual player awards. But, all right, anything else we might be able to do is going to be dependent on whether or not we get a trade offer. Oh, my God, that's right. We had to clear cap because of the offer sheets. The Blues have kept Matt D'Agostini. The Wild have kept Maxim Noreau. Stop the sim. Please stop the sim. I screwed up. Okay, we do get a trade offer, though. David Kolomatis and Matthias Ekholm for Yannick Hansen and a 5th. Kolomatis, 70 overall at 22, B- potentials across the board. Okay. Ekholm is not going to be anywhere near what he's become in real life. Yannick Hansen is what he is. He's a bottom 6 forward. Useful, dirt cheap, but... I'm going to say no. Torres, what's up, dude? It's been good so far. Nothing too crazy. I think we're going to keep Kolomatis over Hansen. Stop the sim before I screwed up. Stop the sim. Please stop that. Thank you. I have to get a trade done, or we're going to lose that guy on the offer sheet. I forgot about that. And again, there's no instant find a trade, so we're going to have to put in the work to find the right move here. There's no choice. And it's got to be for Weber or Legwand. I imagine Weber shows up as just like all-out defense. No, he's also athleticism. He's just well-rounded. Weber could be traded anywhere. Weber could be traded anywhere. And for anything. So we might as well try. His trade value is sky high. I don't know if we could pull off a Getzlaff or a Perry. Let's be honest. It's going to be for someone with sky high value who's cheap. I don't think I want to trade him for Lucas Spiza. Atlanta, Evander Kane. We could try for Evander Kane. And this was around the time he did one-punch Matt Cook right in the face. Boston, we can't afford it. Buffalo, we can't afford it. Calgary, doesn't work. Carolina, Zach Boychuk is a little bit low. Chicago, doesn't work. Colorado, Ryan O'Reilly. Bring Ryan O'Reilly to Nashville a little bit early. He actually has a little bit more value than Weber. Would you say yes if you offered us this deal? Probably. It's Shea Weber. All right. What if we tack on a 6th and a 7th next year? Shea Weber is heading to Colorado for a young Ryan O'Reilly. It had to be done. We brought in Drew Doughty to replace him. Oh, shit. Wouldn't trade players away too quickly. Too bad, son. We have 3 phones. We have 3 phones. We're going to match that offer sheet on Taylor Chorney. We have earned a 3rd phone. Somehow, some way. We have earned a 3rd phone for negotiations. We have moved out Shea Weber boy. I'll take it. I'll take it, I'll take it. And apparently re-signing players counts as recently acquiring them, so we got to be careful of that. We got to double check these RFAs. We got to double check these RFAs. Just to see what else is going on financially. So, like, Cody Franzen wants $5 million. That's not good. Ryan Parent wants $3 million. That's not good. Teemu Laakso will take pretty much dirt cheap. I don't think we're going to be able to be involved in free agency from here. Because we're just going to kind of be waiting to see what happens with these guys who are actually good. And how much money they're going to try. We don't have the draft picks, really, to go after any RFAs who are actually expensive. Which is kind of unfortunate. I don't think there's anybody left. Nick Spaulding is ours. Yeah, there's really nobody all that crazy. Except for Gagliardi, right? Gagliardi... I can't remember if Gagliardi was ours. He's looking for too much money anyway. That's what it was. Yeah, I mean, like, for young players, right? Like, Laakso's ours. We can't afford Stewart's. Yeah, there's nothing left to do for RFAs. UFAs, we're down to, like, 82s. And there's a bunch of veterans who will take cheap deals at the end. How many B- potentials are left of guys that are decent? Jurash Simic. There's like Clark Breitkreuz. Tyler Maxwell, Robin Lundqvist. I think we're okay. We just got to see what happens with the rest of these RFAs confirming their deals. And we'll take it from there. It's going to be a little bit close. We had to spend some big money to accomplish some goals this offseason. Oh, I know, right, Hulk? I forget. This was in a game. I forget which one. This might have been in a couple of games. Called Walkie Talkie Man. Which just makes it sound like Santino Marella not knowing what song it is. MLB GameCube era? That would make sense. Yeah, maybe it was like MVP Baseball? Maybe like MVP 04? Something like that would sound about right. None of these other guys that were offer sheeted are gonna confirm their deals, huh? Yeah, I mean, Seabrook is still there. I mean, we might be able to trade for him. I'd have to get draft picks back to be able to bring him in. Wait, man, he was on the cover, so that would have been 05. Maybe it wasn't 05. Do you have some kind of plan with Cody Franzen? Not really, buddy. He is looking for way too much money. He is looking for way too much money. What do you expect me to do? But man, Kovalchuk, Drew Doughty, Simone Gagne. Gagne and Kovalchuk are going to destroy the league in year 2. Like, there's just no doubt about it. Those two are going to be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, no other trade offers. The RFAs are a big problem. At the same time, maybe they just sit out. You know? Wants 46 wins. Our owner wants 46 wins this year. That is horrifying. So Franzen, Parent, and Laxo are all still RFAs. Franzen wants almost $6 million. Parent wants 3. Can we talk about how it took 15 years for the cap to raise $40 million? NHL's gone through some tumultuous times, you know? We'll offer Teemu Laxo that deal because we're going to need him. Hornqvist isn't even signed yet. He wants 2.7. Sergei Kostitsyn wants 1.8. Gilbert Brule wants 2.8. Nick Spalling is willing to sign for under $1 million. All right, let's sim a day. I think I technically wasted a scouting day there. I mean, our GM reps at a 33. We're doing okay for the moment. I'm shocked. Normally, I'm way in the negatives by now. Of course, again, complete trades. Complete a trade for a player and a rumor. Trade to get 4 first-round picks. That's not happening. Trade to get a superstar quality player. That's also not happening. Rookie scouting. Okay, we can just scout however we want this time now, which is good. All right. So, since we can scout however we want from now on. Also, it's hilarious the numbers MLB leak for the cap when there's no way either Florida team agrees to that floor. I mean, there's no way the Dodgers are going to be happy about what the hell the cap is either. All right, we'll go 2 weeks in the dub. And let's see if those deals go through yet. They did not. That's okay. We're going to be able to ice a team. It's just who the hell is going to be on it. Spalling and Laxo have signed. I mean, those other RFAs, dude, I can't afford to sign them, really. Or I don't want to sign them to that much. So, I mean, Ramos 25, Engren's 23. We'll keep Engren in the AHL. Defensively, we have Doughty on the right with Foster and Ellis. So Laxo doesn't need to be here. Left side is Suter, Yossi, and at the moment, Taylor Chorney. This was also before you could select multiple players at a time. So Chorney will actually probably get called back up. Send down Erickson. Send down Shields. He will go back to juniors. That is fine. So Doughty, Foster and Ellis on the right. Suter, Yossi, Chorney on the left, at least for the moment, is how that's going to have to work. And in the forward situation, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my God. Yeah, don't even ask me about the forward situation right now. Oh, man. So Gagne, Wilson, Kovalchuk. Fair would have to be higher up. We need those RFAs to figure out what the hell they're doing. If we can get rid of David Legwand, the top 6 is okay. We'll have O'Reilly for the third line. Like, honestly, offensively, that top line should be unreal. Although, honestly, Gagne might be on the second line. Maybe Legwand could stay after all. Although I really don't trust Eric Fair in the top 6. Obviously, like Bork back, none of those guys are ready. But then Suter, Yossi Chorney, Dowdy Foster Ellis. I mean, we went all in for the super high-end skill. And we're still trying to solve some issues here. We have $6 million in the bank. Hornqvist is obviously, like, we need to sign Patrick Hornqvist. We cannot play Eric Fair higher up. Hornqvist needs to be signed. You could argue Brule, but I think I'd rather go for Hornqvist. Parent would also be great. So would Franzen. Franzen can't be signed. Dude, Cody, we cannot pay Cody Franzen $6 million. We can't do it. And then the fact that Ryan Parent's already looking for 3 is like, that's a little bit much, but he would be our second pair. I don't think we need Sergei Kostitsyn anymore. We go under the cap and dominate like Belichick. One way to phrase it, I guess. Okay, I need these dudes to sign, please. Like, we're burning through these preseason games. Hornqvist is signed. Thank you very much, Patty. Alright, so if we look at it. Sullivan, Wilson, Kovalchuk. Gagne, Legwand, Hornqvist. Eric Fair can probably go. Tactics, what's up, dude? Love these old menus. I do too. I've been talking about it throughout the night, right? There's certainly some things you're like, oh yeah, quality of life. There's some big upgrades over the years, but something about the aesthetic, maybe it's just, you know, nostalgia. But all right, Eric Fair can go. If we can find a way to get him to go. Turns out Legwand can still be useful. So we'll make the most of that. I mean, that top 6 should be very, very good. Figuring out the bottom 6 isn't as bad of a deal. We need to sign Parent. We need to sign Parent. Feel like playing old Pokemon games. Totally fair. Totally fair. Foster's going to have to stay because there's no way we're signing Cody Franzen. But again, trading is so freaking difficult to pull off in this. Oh my god. Oh my god. We still got to see if there's a rumor. Stars being shopped around. Joe Thornton. Well, I do need to pull off a trade based on someone that's actively being shopped. I don't know how the hell I would possibly pull off acquiring Joe Thornton, but I could certainly try. Oh my god. I mean, Cody Franzen, right? Like, we know we're not going to sign him to what he's looking for because we have Dowdy in that position. We just need to make it work cap-wise. In which case, David Legwand, you're going. Do we use Cody Franzen, unsigned RFA, and David Legwand to have Joe Thornton and Ilya Kovalchuk in our top line? Which is just nuts. Like, there's no other way to phrase it. That is absurd. And we might have to... Oh, dude, Fran's trade value being max is crazy. Is there somebody else we can use that does... Oh, Eric Fair? That would get us back to $0. O'Sullivan's been really good for us. Foster stays. We got guys like Roussel. I mean, can we do that? Franzen and Fair for Joe Thornton? What can we add? If they'd even do it. We don't know if they will. But obviously we had the full bar there. I mean, I think we could probably look at, like, an Alex Cord. He's not that good. It's only a 58. What about... This is going to be Colin Smith, right? Yeah. What about a draft pick? Think of that value. David Legwand. So Franzen were ahead. Not Legwand, but Eric Fair. Joe Thornton in 2 seconds for Franzen and Fair. Oh my god, it's close. Dude, it's close. It's a close deal. What if we had a 7th? No! What do you mean? What do you mean? You said it was close. You fucks. This is why you never won a cup in the Thornton and Marlowe era. And I'm not even sad about it anymore. Screw you. Upgrade the pick. I mean, I'd have to pay out the ass from the looks of it to get it to go through. Eric Fair literally puts us back at $0. What about just Franzen and Fair for Thornton in a 2nd? I'll take it. It's fine. Joe Thornton. Jumbo Joseph. Welcome to Nashville. Oh my god. Oh my god, that top line. Holy shit. That top line is unbelievable. Look at that top 6. Yeah, David Legwand can go. We don't need David Legwand no more. And we'll just have to round out the bottom 6. Oh my god. Okay. And we should have gotten credit for getting someone who was rumored in a trade. GM tasks. Where's the recent? Previously hidden. Oh, whatever. Who cares? Joe Thornton. To the Schvill. Somebody needs to take David Legwand. Please. Who wants optimal trading partners? That's definitely not true. David Legwand was good. He's a veteran / prime age, like athletic center. Toronto, maybe. Let's talk to Toronto. They are a maybe. Obviously, I don't want Luke Shen. Do we have a way to get something for David Legwand? I'd love for it to be Nazem Kadri, but the value... Oh my god, it's close. Can I please get Nazem Kadri? Please? If I do David Legwand in the 6th? Not interested in giving up our prospects. I think we just hurt our value with Toronto, too. No, it's still neutral. Okay, who else needs a center? San Jose! Yeah, you don't say. But they also want youth. They don't want experience. Phoenix, maybe? Phoenix, maybe. David Legwand. Brandon Gormley would be great. Sweeten it a bit. I can do that. I can do that. 6th rounder. God, the thigh! I hate the opposing GMs in this game. Oh my god. Oh yeah, trade's real close. Okay, I offered more. I don't know. I don't think we can do it. Oh my god. Okay. Maybe Florida, but they also want defense. I don't know, but maybe Florida. Please, God. Take David Legwand. Can I get Eric Branson? David Legwand. A 6, 2 6. I don't even care. 2 6. I could cry. I could cry. Warmer, Tuchel. I mean, in fairness, they do say that they don't want to trade their prospects, so it's fair. Colorado. Maybe. Please. Somebody. Take this man. Oh my god, I'm going to get shafted on value, but what about Ulm? I know we were here before. Straight up, Legwand for Ulm. Dude, what am I? There's literally not a team I can trade him to. Do I just put him through waivers? Like, at this point, do I just put David Legwand through waivers and hope he gets claimed? That's pretty much where we're at. Like, that is the level that we're talking about right now. Just trying to get out from underneath this contract. Somebody's got to want this guy. Somebody's going to want this guy. Offense or athleticism? Atlanta. I mean, whatever. Trecapelli? Nick Trecapelli. Nope. Boston, it would take too much salary back to get it done. Buffalo. So obviously I want prospects. Tyler Ennis. I'll add a sweetener. 6th rounder. Can't get Tyler Ennis. Again, as long as the team one is in defense and they're cap compliant. Detroit. You'd love to have David Legwand. You literally ended up getting him at one point. Darren Helm. I could go for Darren Helm. Tatar! Damn it! David Musel? I could. Magnus Pajärvi Svensson. Fuck. Narbonne. Oh, Minnesota. Baldwin. Corbin Baldwin. Dude, we're going to have to put him through waivers. This is insane. We're going to have to put him through waivers. New Jersey, we already tried Henrique before. Islander. Josh Bailey. Yeah, honestly, Frank, that's a fair point. Maybe just ask for a pick and not even a player back. That's a fair point. Let's try it. And of course, it needs to be a team that can afford them. The Maple Leafs. 1st rounder. They'd have too many players. All right, let's go do some research. Who is not at the player limit? All right. I did not think we'd ever have to go through this much to trade David Legwan. This is nuts. We can try it with the Islanders. Okay, looks like maybe we just got unlucky with the Leafs. There's a couple teams in a row. Oh my god, somebody take David Legwan, please. Tampa. First rounder. We'd have too many players. San Jose, first rounder. Not interested in the center. Phoenix. Islander. Devils. Fuck. Minnesota. No, I can't trade David. I'll take Matt Cassian. I'd be run out of town if I accepted this deal. We can't trade Matt Cat. Fuck it, second. How about a second instead? Yay! We got rid of David Legwatch. I didn't even care if we got robbed on value. I don't care. He's gone. The bad man can't hurt me anymore. Oh my god. Jesus Christmas on Easter Sunday. That was torture. I didn't lose any, reputation out of that either, thankfully. Oh my god. That was horrific. We need to sign Ryan Parents. And then honestly, Brule and Kostitsyn are probably out as well. All of this just to set up a damn team, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. Need to go look at the Lions. Can't wait for that second round pick. Are Brule and Kostitsyn going to have space here? No. No, there's no shot. There's just no shot they have space on this team. Alright. Here we go again. In fairness, it's for 2 RFAs. Gilbert Brule. And Sergei Kostitsyn. A lot of athleticism. A lot of athleticism. Atlanta. I'd love to get a Vander Kane here. They'd have too many skaters. What if we added probably Michael Forney? Okay, they don't want to give up Evander. Buffalo. Tyler Ennis. I don't even know if we could... How good is Tyler Ennis? He's a bit too ready to go, actually. We can't even do that. I need a more proper prospect. Chicago's not going to work. I mean, in fairness, we could just leave these dudes as RFAs and just have them sit there. The Islanders. Nino Niederreiter would be perfect. Not in the market for another center. What if I told you he played right wing for me last year? San Jose. Jason Demers? Well, I mean, if we get Jason Demers and then move on from Foster, it could work. They also have Logan Couture. Logan Couture, who's an 81. Nick Petrecki. He's a 78. Also a lefty. He's a DFD, but he's not going to get any better defensively. Figure that one out. Also Jamie McGinn and Cord. Can we take Nick Petrecki and probably Colin Smith? Yeah, these two are screwed. These two are screwed, man. There's just no offers I can really get for them. Can I get Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? No. Okay. Well. Brulé's signing rights. Is there anybody else I want to add now that I'm here? We got Brulé's signing rights. And, yeah, I guess there really isn't anybody else I want to add. I think we're fine. And we'll go Brulé and Kostitsyn. So those two are staring down the barrel of just sitting there all year. Unless somebody trades for them, because we are not going to sign them. There's no way. So what the hell is this roster going to be? Again, Ramos fine. Defense is Doughty, Foster, and Ellis on the right. Suter, Yossi, and Chorney on the left, at least for the moment. I mean, Ellis is probably ready to go. Yossi's probably ready to go. Chorney, kind of ready to go, too. I mean, we could see if there's some better defenders, particularly left side defenders. But I don't know if they're going to be out there. Yeah, like Steos. Right-handed shot. Yeah, Josh Georges. 2.7 mil is a bit pricey. Tom Pody, Nick Valine. Could definitely go for the veterans. Okay, so if needed, there are veterans. Frank, it may still happen. It may still happen. Although we gotta, I mean, I'm running with the momentum here, you know? I'm running with the momentum of the night. People have been quite receptive to this stream, which is nice. All right. Let's see. So we know Parody's not going to make the team. We'll send him back to juniors. Cassian, for the moment, might make the team. Okay. Let's see. Gagne, Thornton, Kovalchuk, O'Sullivan, Wilson, Hornqvist. 2-2, O'Reilly. Cassian is a tough guy. I mean, I guess Matt Cassian could stay in the lineup. But realistically, Spalling isn't much of a center. I think we just need a fourth line. One of each. And we'll try the defense as it is. I think we need one of each here. So, dirt cheap veterans who are not skill-based. Ethan Morrow is looking for nothing. He just wants to play. We could easily bring Ethan Morrow back at left wing. Bill Guerin's not the right player type. Teemu Selanne I love, but not the right player type. Stillman, can you play center? He's a sniper. It doesn't matter. Big Georges Laraque for the right wing. We need a center. A gritty center. Dirt cheap. Jared Smithson. Come on back. And we should be okay. And I think we're going to make it through this. Aside from the two RFAs that I couldn't afford. And Ryan Parent has accepted that contract offer. So that's actually the left side defender we needed. Morrow, Smithson, and Laraque have all signed. Let's go. Let's go. So goalie-wise, we know we can send down Taylor Chorney. Yossi will get the chance. Should get bonus points if we had the lowest paid player in the league. We're going to for this year. Taylor Beck will go back to junior. That 500 or 600 grand for Morrow, that is way down there. We can send down Matsumoto. Bump up Smithson. All right, best lines in the AHL and then NHL. Gagne, Thornton, Kovalchuk. O'Sullivan, Wilson, Hornqvist. Morrow, O'Reilly, 2-2. It puts Cassian in over Spalling, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Cassian, Smithson, Laraque. That's not bad. That top six is obviously nuts. Suter, Parent, Yossi. You know, let's actually go Parent with Doughty. Maybe not. Let's go Yossi with Foster, Parent with Ellis. But we'll do it in that order. And then Suter, Doughty, top pair. Renee in goal still. This has been one hell of a first year in charge of Nashville. Oh my god. Especially when we thought that we lost our progress at one point, too. Let's properly manually save. Parent and Doughty worked in junior? Fair point. It's for the achievement. It's worth it. The decor is stacked. I don't disagree. I mean, again, like it would have been nice if we could have kept Shea Weber, but the game just kind of disrespected him a bit, especially compared to Doughty. But I mean, Suter, Doughty, Parent, Ellis, Yossi, and Foster. We know that we have some good prospects coming up in the AHL. So tactics, I never got the achievement in this game of legendary GM status. I apparently never got that. Somehow. And then every other achievement is tied to online modes. Or a little bit of Be a Pro, I think. Dude, look at this achievement, by the way. Play 8 hours of, 8 hours of practice mode in EASHL. The fuck were they smoking for that one? Yeah, complete a Be a Pro game with all the boost slots filled. Like, But that was definitely the most fun one to get, is this one here. I'm not even necessarily like this big, like, oh my god, I love achievement hunting, but it's just kind of a dumb idea. Man, we're an 89 overall now. And it's been fun tonight, for sure. Leave your console on for 8 hours, right? Rubber band the controller. Leave your console on for 8 hours. It's nuts. It is nuts. Player training. Maybe I do want to be a little bit more hands-on with these. But then again, you know, improving the offense there makes sense. So Sullivan improving his skating also makes sense because it's his weakest and most likely to decline next. Jersey numbers. Doughty is now listed as the captain. I don't think we're going that direction. It might have to just you know what? It might have to be frickin' Patrick O'Sullivan's team. I mean, Joe Thornton's here too. Do we immediately name him captain? Let's go Thornton, Kovalchuk, and I normally like a defender. So we'll go Suter since he's been here. There we go. Joe Thornton, immediate captain of this team. That's insane. Strategy-wise, do we really care? I mean, defensive pressure. I mean, contain the puck. That's fine. PK. And if we go past the box. Forecheck, we're going to get aggressive as hell. We're getting aggressive as hell on the forecheck. Offensive pressure. Aggressive is fine. What does legend status entail? Give me 1 second and I'll show you. Crash the net. We'll go overload. Crash the net. Our power play. Then we'll go shooting. That's fine. So yeah, in terms of the legend status, right, it has the old tracker. So right now we are on pro status. We are 13% of the way. We have to earn 5,000 task points to do it. We've earned 697 in a season. So obviously, GM tasks, right? There's the, you know, play the games, win 60 games in a season. There's statistical ones, which you can get, obviously, through simming. Get ones through trading, which I feel like some of those happen multiple times. So, I mean, it feels like it's stuff that you can get just by consistently playing. But yeah, definitely like the more successful you are, the better drafting. That's going to be a grind. I mean, theoretically, we didn't make the playoffs last year. But also, we did accomplish a lot of tasks immediately. I think we can do this in under 10 years. Surely a cup's like 1,000 points? Let's see. GM benchmarks. Earn 1,000 points in a year. Upgrade a staff. Draft a winger from the queue. Stuff like that. Draft a franchise player. Cup is 75. Cup is 75. Won a Calder Cup twice. I thought it'd be more than 75, but after 7 years, make the playoffs at least 5 times. 120 points. Jesus. Oh, did I mention that firing's on as well, by the way? Although, in fairness, we might be able to go to a new team. I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah, expecting... Oh my god, he wants me to make the conference finals this year and win like 46 games. Yeah, no pressure. No goddamn pressure. Immediately just like, oh, make the conference finals. We didn't make the playoffs last year, and he immediately gave me an even harder goal than what we had last year. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Our rep is up to a 40, though. That's not bad. We're going to focus on getting Pro Scout up to the highest level, although, man, the trading, I am just befuddled. Absolutely befuddled. You know what? We played Anaheim last year. Let's do it again. I don't mind playing the season opener again, getting a bit of gameplay in there. 89 offense, 85 defense, 88 goaltending. Yeah, but Gagne, Thornton, and Kovalchuk's debut. I am here for that. I am very much here for that. Very, very much here for that. Dude, the fact we added Thornton, Kovalchuk, Gagne, Doughty in one offseason is absolutely absurd. I'm going to skip the intro because I'm going to DMC8 even though I turned the music off. Let's rock it. Man, that was fast right into the intro. Jumbo Joe and company.
Teams will love to fly up and down the ice.
Dump that in because no one's there.
It's all about finesse when these two teams
Screw you, Wisniewski. Somebody help. Jumbo. Oh, he tried to go 5-hole. Dude, Kovalchuk is so fast. Oh, my God. Get their suitor.
As he gets it into the zone. Take that puck from down low, go back to the point. To Wisniewski. Gets control of that.
Oh, well, Pecorine gave up a goal much faster this time. Shot wide, and he just walked it in. Bobby Ryan was an RFA. We went with Doughty instead. That is not the way we wanted to start. Oh my God, I got cooked. Ryan Ellis making his debut. Patrick O'Sullivan, one of our top players last year. We use that push puck, baby. Center feed. No. Wanted Wilson. Parent pushed.
Picks that one up, wants to clear it out of there.
Parent back to Patty. Sullivan for Parent. No. Didn't shoot it fast enough.
Over the sheet to Perry.
God, I love hearing Gary Thorne, though.
To get that into the corner. That was a long,
Parent for Ellis. Ryan Ellis. Sullivan didn't really want to break into open space. Oh my God, I just realized I accidentally... Okay, we're going to have to back out of that. I just remembered I forgot to switch the timer. Whoops, maybe I'll spot them a goal if I'm nice. I totally forgot that was still on 20 minutes. Maybe I'll spot them a goal. Maybe I won't. Who's to say? But I'm definitely not playing 20-minute periods. I did not want to be here till 9 in the morning. I kind of do, though. All right, take 2. On 4-minute periods, much more acceptable. Oh, man, Jumbo. Weird agility. Chuck. Short side. No, I got bumped. Get him, Dowdy. Good man. I might not even have to spot them a goal. Chuck. Jacoby, push it. Chuck scores! And they get that one on the road, an early first period goal. His debut, and he passes the puck past Jonas Hiller. Oh, it was off the skate of the defender and in. Ilya Kovalchuk, his first game in Nashville. He gets the goal. Doughty gets the assist. We're rocking, baby. We're rocking.
You want to hear it again? Okay, let's get another one.
See, we have half the roster built. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We got Kovalchuk in free agency, Gagne in free agency, Thornton via a trade. Good save, Pekka. Risky business for me. Ellis has some pretty good mobility. That's the hilariest goal to let in. It's just me, or did the AI seem actually half decent at moving the puck? What a block, Hornqvist. O'Sullivan pushes into the zone. He's got no help.
Swung back to the point.
Ellis for Ryan O'Reilly, also making his debut.
To Parrott.
Ryan Parrott towards goal. Nope.
Back in that defensive zone.
Wow, what a kick from Ludman. Good hit on Chipchura. Foster.
2-2.
2-2 for O'Sullivan. The game looks and sounds so much better than the current game does. I don't know how, but yeah, I don't totally disagree. I don't know if I'd say looks better. I don't know if I'd say looks better. Sounds better, yes, but that's just because I'm a big Gary Thornton fan. How the hell did Corey Perry not score there? Brother, leave me alone or take a penalty. Jesus.
Over 6 minutes left here in the first period. Kovalchuk's goal, a big one.
We got a very gritty fourth line. I mean, gameplay-wise, looks more like hockey. That's fair.
Job done as that puck just kind of flitters away. Puck loose, picks it up.
Nice job, Doughty. Good man. We play the Kings in 2 nights. Get out of here. Oh, Greg Weller? What are you doing here?
Sustained in the first.
Right, Doughty.
Love it. And that's a key word.
Smithson.
Sometimes you'll come out and hit a little bit, then let off. These guys
Cassian.
Nice glove save and a shot.
Had to try the short side. Is that number 16 head of player safety wanting to play? It sure was. Jumbo win this draw for me. There you go. Roman Yossi's first game. Thornton on the rebound. My goodness. Gagne for Yossi. Throw it on again. Kovalchuk was there. Just couldn't bury it.
2-on-2 the other way. Quick shot.
Good save, Rene.
Nice glove save. Looked like he was going to cover that one.
Yossi.
Up, but in time to
I don't think we're going to be able to get a shot in time. Jumbo. Yeah, we did get a shot.
That's a mighty long shot. Not a very good
Well, hey, I scored. It didn't take until the shootout.
Man,
So that's impressive.
Anaheim's numbers on the takeaway in that
It was very fluky, but that's okay.
It's going to happen. I mean, they trail, but it's by a slim margin. I'm not going to change
All
too
right.
much in this game plan.
Jumbo.
And away we go.
How close are we to
These two
Super
teams
Legend?
will try one more time.
We got a bit of a ways to go. Hoping to be able to do it in under 10 seasons. Where's my wood hog?
To Suter.
You know, I do appreciate people that's like, hey, Batman, silly wrestling nonsense, Forza nonsense. I got a lot of options for what I can play. There is no denying way more people are interested in this, though, than any of the other options. Nice poke check by Jason Blake. Doughty missed the step up. That was really risky. Oh, my God. Pekka Rinne just bailed me so hard. And then I tried to block a shot with Kovalchuk. I deserve these chances against. I'm just kind of running around like a madman.
Suter, the Ducks' chances.
Good job,
coming
Suter.
off the zone control and putting that puck
Kovalchuk.
into the slot area. It isn't there anymore.
No, there's
I
too
tried
much
to spin.
traffic. I
Doesn't
mean,
work
the
that way
defenders
anymore.
are there, so
Wilson,
move it to the
nope.
slot if you have to,
Gagne.
pop it back outside.
Yossi.
Good poke check. That'll break
Couldn't
up the
pass it
offensive
low.
goal.
Shit.
Here's a 2-on-1. Snap that one.
Good save, man. Rene is bailing me. Oh, my God. What a slew foot. No call. Simone. Push it past him. There you go, Gagne. Power moves. What a save. Not to be that person, but that Nashville mask was in the game until like 3 years ago. No, it's fair to be that person. Oh, God. Yep, they deserve that. They deserve that. Joffrey Lupul. Man, I got cooked there. I got cooked there. We're trying to be a bit too aggressive defensively, and it's causing issues. Trying to keep a fast pace going, and oh my God. Dude, they should have 3 goals. Well, Joffrey Lupul just scored again because we can't get a puck pickup. Fuck. I got my goons out there. I don't know if anyone will fight, though. Well. Oh, shit. Dude, we can't get a bounce right now. Please? Larock. Block.
2-on-2 in the rush. Giving credit for a block. I don't think he even
can't do anything right now. Can't do a damn thing. Good block. Ellis for Smithson. Smithson's not really who we want. Trying to lead the offense. Yossi. Ah. Cassian. Ellis. Nope. Too predictable. Just hit by Yossi. I'm in trouble. Already down 1.
Good sheet of ice right there, all the way up to the point. Great positioning with the goaltender. One time.
They're pulling off some crazy passes, man. Crazy. I am so lucky to only be down by 1. Hillary, you're not wrong. I was very surprised that happened. Not upset by it, but very surprised.
I mean, they're not generating enough attack, and that's why they're trailing.
Getting outshot 11-5. I should be down by way more than 1. We got to find a way here.
And these two teams will try and settle it right here as we're underway. Third period action.
I just feel like there's no one to pass to.
What a move he put on.
Get it low and fight.
Wrist shot. The Predators scoring chances. Well, we can't say they are scoring chances because right now it's not there.
No, the defensive team.
Dude, their stretch passes. Oh my God. Rene got that angle so wrong. That was horrific.
The Ducks offense has decided, look, we could lug this puck into the slot. It's open, and they're doing it.
Gary, right down the middle. That is prime real estate.
Shot for Suter. Just anything towards goal right now.
There's a point man looking for a little room. Easy
just begging for a deflection.
That is not a good shot selection.
Gagne drew the hook from Getzlaf. Let's go. We have life. Yeah, tell her yet. Frickin' Ryan Ellis is one of the best defenders in the league. Very underrated. Is this a good Pekka year or a bad one? It's a good one so far, because oh my God. Damn. Doughty, Gagne. Tried to get it to Sullivan. What a pickoff. Nice job, Doughty.
Receives that one on the wing.
Gagne.
Puck move back up to
Ellis.
Cleanly handles the puck.
Wilson, I wanted a 1T. He wasn't ready. Sullivan for Doughty. Sullivan, I'm trying to get it over to the open man. Oh, what a save from Hiller. He had too much time to adjust.
Gary, he was really forced to get the whistle and to take it in his own end because his guys couldn't get the puck out of the zone.
All right, Jumbo.
7 minutes gone in the third. The Ducks lead now by 1 goal. Good wrist shot. He's got the puck. Can he clear?
Can't get anything going in front. Oh, no.
He's out in front.
Kyle Chipchura. Oh, my God. Could I be any more lucky?
Got that puck in his own end. Time running out on the power play. To Thornton.
Hornqvist. Jumbo. Damn.
Right there. Scoring opportunity denied with that glove. To his Newsy.
Come on, Jumbo. You got to win a battle.
Trying to find a way to get this out of the zone. That'll take the heat off as he gets that one out of there. Anaheim's penalty is over. Returning to the ice now. That'll be even strength. Takes that puck in.
No, keep going to the right, Ethan Morrow, you fucking idiot. Oh, that was so dumb. Oh, the AI just screwed me there. That was brutal. What a goal, but the AI was so dumb there. Like, Ethan Morrow has that entire right side of the ice. He's going, and then he just stops. Look at that. Right there, he's going. I try to hit him in stride. Whoop! He just runs away. He just runs away. Oh, there's the spotted goal, because Ethan Morrow said, you can have it. We're going to lose the season opener. Oh, give me an interception. These guys can't do shit. 2-2.
Shot on. That one's not going
anything towards goal. Got to get some sort of traffic, anything. We're desperate.
Under 7 minutes remaining.
Ryan O'Reilly.
The Predators' conversion rate not good enough. The shots have been about equal, but they are down.
Morrow. Foster.
Oh, he wristed that one.
Damn.
Finds a loose puck, holds it in. Puck up to the point now. Quick shot.
Rebound.
To Reinpret. To Blake. To Ryan.
Oh, Foster really stepped up there. Jesus Christ. Well, they're going to get their revenge for me beating them in the season opener last year. Pekka, please cover the puck. Thank you.
No way that was going to be intercepted. He moved it out.
Dude, Ethan Morrow is washed. What is happening?
Breaks up the offense, center ice poke check. Has that one on the stick, heading up ice. That one came from the wing. Keep an eye on that clock.
Yeah, we got a minute. It's not looking good.
He's got it. Nice pass. That one stayed on the
Oh, Ethan Morrow, I hate you.
Good pass off that wing.
Are we going to send out the damn tough guys right now? Dude, Pekka Rinne's rebound control in this game, though, horrific. That's where a lot of their chances have come from. We drew a call. I gotta be a timeout and a pulled goalie, right? Gotta be. See if I can at least get one back, and that way Ethan Morrow is the guy that cost me the game. That was horrific from him.
Short-handed unit needs to go to work here. This is a big moment in this game. They killed off the
Rob Jumbo.
Able to pick that one up. Big snapshot. Good offensive chance and a block.
Save by Hiller.
Hiller's spectacular play here has denied a power play goal.
Complete awareness of where the puck was. I mean, he's never been out of position, and he gets the whistle for the face-off.
That puck was up for grabs. He's got it. Oh, got rid of that one in a hurry. Great scoring position and a
Just
save
desperate.
made.
Desperate for anything to sneak past him. He's not having it.
Scoring opportunity, quick chance. Great effort by the goaltender. Big save.
We are going to lose the Season 2 opener.
To Kovalchuk.
Pretty disappointing fashion. Oh my God, Ryan Carter. Ryan Carter, stop it.
Nice wrist. Controlling that puck in a dangerous area.
That'll do it.
And he got it out of there. That's going to go.
Not the way I wanted that to go. Damn. The revenge of the Ducks.
Opportunity to put this game away. It was
the revenge.
Well, sometimes as a coaching staff, you look at a loss and you say, how well did we do? They did not play.
Jonas Hiller, third star. I mean, I didn't really get too many quality looks at him after the first period. I did score in regulation this time. And then I got shit on by Kyle Chipchura and Joffrey Lupul. So I don't know what that says. In fairness, it really, I mean, well, I guess 3-1 was kind of fair. I'm pretty salty about that third goal. Like, I can't say the AI hasn't improved in some ways, because I don't feel like you see too many examples of that, where the AI just goes wide open space. LOL, just kidding. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do still see a fair amount of that. I can't say that I do, but that's okay. It's only one loss. We'll be fine. We will be fine, hopefully. Win a game by at least 5 goals, LOL. How's losing by 2 when I could have lost by 7? Alright. Let's see how the boys can do here. Hopefully they're better without me than they were with me. At least we wanted Doughty's return to LA. Well, and we got one of every type of result so far. But yeah, hopefully we can avoid injuries. Jordan Tutu is our leading scorer right now with 4 goals. Hello? We got Kovalchuk on this team. We got Gagne on this team. Now it's Patrick O'Sullivan. Now it's Kovalchuk. Thank God. Like, where? Where the hell? Where the hell has he been? Now it's Gagne. Okay, that's better. That is better. Damn, man. Apparently Corey Schneider was on waivers from Vancouver. He just didn't make it to us. Florida claiming Corey Schneider on waivers. That is nuts. That is insane. Absolutely insane. I feel it'll be a good year for rookies. I hope you're right, champ. I hope you are right. All right. Keep going. 9-3-1. It's a decent start. Garnet Exelby. Honestly, he's not bad. Who would we play? I'd probably take Yossi's spot, though. And I'm not willing to do that. But we could even just have him in the minors. Like, he's dirt cheap. We'll take Garnet Exelby for nothing. Perfectly fine by me. Hopefully we can trade him at some point. We have him there in case of injury. Canucks goalie management was programmed into the game. I mean, you thought there would have been some bias in their favor, but apparently not, huh? Apparently not. Hopefully the scouting is actually still working, by the way. $11, 4, and 2. This is looking much better. Especially if we're supposed to make the conference final this year, which is absurd. Joe Thornton is going to miss a month. Post-concussion syndrome for Jumbo Joseph. That is not ideal, which means Nick Spaulding is going to step into the lineup for him. So let's go Nick Spaulding. I believe in you. 5-week injury for Joe. It was a rough time. Signing deadline is 10 days away. Well, it's up to the fellas if they want to sign or not. I mean, we don't really need Brule. He wants 2.6 mil. Yeah, I mean, Brule and Kostitsyn are just going to sit out the year. People could have traded for him this whole time. Nobody has, so we'll just see what happens. We will just see what the hell happens. It'll be all good, though. 16, 7, and 2. Very good. Well, like I said, I should double check to see if it's actually still scouting, because we haven't gotten the prompt in forever, but I think we're okay. All right, December 1st. Tyrati, EA Sports can't miss. Very interesting year 1 draft results, by the way. Very interesting, to say the least. Man, Kovalchuk's only got 14 goals. It makes me wonder how much he and Gagne are kind of eating into one another's totals. We might have to break up that line. We've been on a bit of a weaker stretch. We're also without Joe Thornton, in fairness. So that doesn't really help. But We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Jared Smithson is out with a concussion. Jesus. This game didn't shy away from concussions at all. People were getting brained left and right. I guess we'll call up... I mean, dude, I have like 3 forwards. I guess we'll call up Jonathan Matsumoto for the moment. I need to sign some forwards for that AHL team. They have to be awful. How many spots do we have? Not many. I could sign at least 2 random forwards, though, I would say. Interested in a 2-way deal. We'll bring in, I guess, Landon Wilson. And we'll also bring in Todd Marchant. Yeah, we haven't really been getting much in the way of waiver claims, you know? For better or worse. All right, Marchant and Landon Wilson are both here. Good. Good. All right, so we're still good defensively.
I'm just trying to walk through this
Just
fucking
a dated psycho, hell of a name. Thank you for the follow. We will swap Matsumoto out for Todd Marchant. And we will probably not have to call up Landon Wilson at all. So let's see. Kovalchuk, Wilson, Hornqvist. You know what? The forwards can be what they are. The team can be what it is. We got the injuries that we're dealing with, right? So I think we'll be fine. Have we been getting scouting information on people? I mean, apparently. But also maybe not. Well, apparently current assignment is OHL goalies for a week. So it's been doing its own thing, apparently. Interesting. Because it was never like a proper auto scouting back in the day. Really weird. Really weird. Oh man, it's 5 in the morning already. How the hell did that happen? Sheesh. All right. Well, Joe Thornton's back. Thank God. We'll just go best lines for the moment. We'll trust that. All right. WH is good. 2 weeks of defensive scouting. Time flies when you're playing old NHL games. It's crazy, but it is true. It is true. It's been 5.5 hours. Where's everyone's favorite player, Carlo Koliakova? In the Hockey Hall of Fame, where he belongs. Man, we are struggling. We started off so strong. Oh, we started off so strong. Jared Smithson's healthy. Yeah, man, we gotta win like 46 games. Are we trash? I wouldn't say we're trash. But we are underperforming a bit compared to what I was hoping. But also, we missed Joe Thornton for 5 weeks. So, that is definitely enough to disrupt a team. That is definitely enough to disrupt a team. All right, so Brule and Kostitsyn can't be traded for at this point. They're going to be sitting out all year. So in terms of who could be on the block, don't want to put Exelby there. Yossi, obviously not. Loxo. God, we need to get rid of some defenders. That's what we need to do. Tepos, Suter, Shields is back in junior, Rundblad, Roussel. Parents obviously on the NHL team, like McGinnis at 24. Chorney. Even like Matthias Ekholm. Don't know if it'll help any deals go through. We normally do better towards the trade deadline, which is still a little bit away. So, see what we're dealing with. Jonas Nathanainen, dude, the concussions this year. Holy shit. Our players are just getting obliterated. That's nuts, man. Artem Biram was on waivers. We never saw him. Jeff Finger making $3.5 million. Nope. Nobody claimed Jeff Finger on that contract. That's for sure. No. No. Let's see. We did OHL defense. Are there any? I think we just did defense. We might have only done forwards. I think actually it was forwards. We'll go OHL defense here. And that works for me. Let's see. Remember when Carlo had 99 potential in NHL 04? There were quite a few guys in these games, obviously, over the years, right? Oh, shit. Did we just freeze? No, we didn't. 4 phones, baby. I don't know how. I don't know why. We have 4 phones. I can't believe this is going as well as it is. We're up to a 52 reputation. I can't believe it. Whew. 4 phones. We must have had some all-stars. It's pretty much the only thing I can think of. But man, Gagne's up 31 goals now. We're looking okay. Let's see. We'll go 2 weeks in the queue. I think DiPietro also had a 99. Like, I'm one of those things, right, where, like, Rick DiPietro in an NHL 04 having 99 potential, like, okay, you know, he was still the first overall pick. Not all that long removed from 2003, right? He had just made his debut. Like, he had only played, like, his first full season was heading into that year. Like, there was reason to still be confident in Rick DiPietro. But yeah, there were definitely some other ones where it's like, huh, what's up with that? And obviously it's a long history in these games of the, huh, that's a choice, even at the time. Like, we're not even talking from a hindsight perspective of like, well, why did they think of that? Like, no, there's definitely some like, well, that's a choice, you know, type of moves. BlackBerry really is a timestamp when the game came out. It's awesome, though. I mean, if you are my age, a little bit younger or older, you know, so if you're a bit younger than me, but if you're my age or older, like, you remember the Blackberries. Like, they're iconic. They're iconic. DiPietro gets ripped on all the time, but he's not the worst first overall pick. Correct. NHL 14 and Griffin Reinhart immediately. I mean, dude was a top 5 pick. Like, that one I don't hate. There are potentials that have aged horribly, but then there are potentials that were even bad at the time. There's a difference. You know, Griffin Reinhart's a potential that aged horribly because he didn't make it, right? Trevor Wong is one of those, what the fuck was EA doing? You know? Because, I mean, Trevor Wong, with respect to the guy, like, he's still playing. He actually had an okay season, I think. That's what I had heard. But, like, that guy, like, you know, he was ranked, like, maybe as a 2nd or 3rd round pick when undrafted. And EA's like, bam, medium elite. It's like, what are we doing? Have I ever seen the BlackBerry biopic? I haven't, actually. I didn't even know that existed. Can't say I knew that existed. Okay. What are we going to do here? We could give up Taylor Chorney. We could give up Cameron Gounce. I don't know if anyone will want him. And maybe even Ryan Johansson. Jay Baruchel plays the founder. Dennis from It's Always Sunny is the CEO. That's insane. That is some casting. So U.S. defenders. Apparently we got a couple guys in the top 10. We'll spend some time there. All right, Rantanen has 3 red stars, which is funny to think about. 3 red would have been, like a low bottom 6. Yeah. All right, trade deadline. 39 win team. We're looking okay. We have so many phones. Minnesota's calling. They want Atlanta's first round pick this year for a 4th and a 5th. No. The Florida Panthers want Ryan O'Reilly and Cameron Gounce for Enver Leeson, who is a sniper that we do not need, and Michael Repik. No. I mean, Repik's okay, but not for freaking 21-year-old Ryan O'Reilly. Like, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. I'm not even going to bother with trades. Teams can come and grovel at my feet. Florida's calling. Jordan Tutu from Michael Repik. How's Tutu done this year? 34 points. Oh, dude, he's going nowhere. Tutu's been great this year. Holy. Detroit's calling. Ryan Parent and Ethan Morrow for Johan Franzen and Darren Helm. I'm not going to be able to do this because we don't want to mess with the top 6. Yeah, that's not a bad trade, but Parent's our second pair lefty right now. I don't think we're moving on from him, even if it does involve a 36-year-old Ethan Morrow. It's not a terrible offer. I don't even know where Johan Franzen would fit in right now. Helm could obviously just easily replace Morrow's spot. Lefty, if we moved Parent, Taylor Chorney would have to step in. I gotta say no. I gotta say no. I can't believe we have 4 phones. Washington. Curtis Foster for Joe Corvo. Absolutely not. Vancouver. Flip Franzen. I like that you think it's easy to flip people in this game. Suter in a second for 2 firsts. No, we're keeping Ryan Suter. Yeah, 34 points and a plus 14 this year. Yeah, he's going nowhere. Not liking any of these offers, really. There's only been one other trade. And that's Camille Krebs for Ryan Vesey, which is, respectfully, not amazing. Vancouver, Suter in a third for 2 firsts. No. Islanders, Suter in a second for 2 firsts. No. Apparently people think Suter's out the door soon. Couple other trades. Dustin Tokarski heading to Boston. Joel Ward and Danny Paille. Final hour. Carolina's calling. Suter and Chorney for a first. Bobby Sanguinetti and Alex Picard. Sanguinetti would have to be insane in this game, and he is not. Terrible. New Jersey. So basically, Jordan Tutu for Brian Ralston. And I love me some Brian Ralston, but no, the answer here is Jordan Tutu. Like, clearly, we keep Jordan Tutu. Especially for the position he plays. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. All right, no trades for us at the deadline. We're going to keep it rolling with the team that we have. And I'm cool with that. Ooh, hello, Brad Winchester. Fine player, dirt cheap. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take on the Winchester, just like we did Garnet Exelby. Do you have a slot take? I hate how it played out, but it was the right choice to move on from him. You know? As much as that sucks, like, it had to happen. I saw a take where it's like, if Arne Slot's second season was actually his first at Liverpool, he would have been kept. And I agree with that. but he set the standard too high, and there was just too much nonsense. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Spalling. So we got one extra. You send Cassian down. I don't want to risk losing Spalling on waivers. I don't really want to risk losing Smithson. O'Reilly's got 20 points in 66 games. Minus 11, though. We could swap out O'Reilly for Brad Winchester. Let's call up Winchester. And we'll actually give O'Reilly a little bit more time in the AHL. That works. So Gagne, Thornton, Kovalchuk. We know that we want to bump up Ethan Morrow. Or O'Sullivan, I should say. There's no great option here. Let's actually do... Is Wilson a lefty? He is. Let's do Wilson, Thornton, Kovalchuk, Gagne, O'Sullivan, Hornqvist. Morrow, Winchester, 2-2. Spalling, Smithson, LaRock. I like that. Suter, Dowdy, Parent, Foster. Yossi, Ellis. And it works. We haven't really seen too much improvement throughout the season for Yossi and Ellis. It might not even work as a mid-season improvement. You might have to wait until the end of the year. So, how'd you get Dowdy? Offer sheet. 4 first-round picks, and apparently we lost our GM rep. So, say goodbye to 4 phones. I don't know why. It doesn't really give you a why. But yeah, apparently we lost some rep. Let's upgrade our Pro Scout. It is accurate in trade block analysis. But yeah, we gave up a lot for Yossi, for Drew Doughty. And it was the right call. There was also an achievement tied to it. Pekka Rinne is going to be out for the rest of the season. He'll be back for the playoffs. So it's Ramo and Engren that need to carry here. Antti Engren, I'll leave as the starter for the moment. Again, auto-rotate. I could have sworn I put it on, but it wasn't working. So we'll see if Antti Engren can kind of carry the weight here. Don't know if they can. Don't know if he can carry the weight, but we'll see. I think I glitched out the scouting again, too. I think it did. CHL, this was the first year of CHL, I believe. I think this was year 1 for that. Let's see. Goalies are not worried about. Let's go 1 week in Germany. Try to get some info there. Yes, NHL 10 was the first year of the BlackBerry phone system. And then 11 was when they got the rights to juniors. And 11 was also the first year of Ultimate Team. For better or worse. All right. Have you seen or heard of the new Man the Show? No. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, nobody there. Extralaga, nobody in the first round. I had a feeling that you might never play the show. Typo aside, I was like, all right, I deduced that. But yeah. All right, almost into April. We need 2 more wins to hit our goal. Keep our son of a bitch owner happy. Oh my god, fellas, you gotta win. I need a win here. 2 of them to be exact. We beat Colorado. 1 more win to hit our goal, please. Extraliga defenders. So we'll take a look there too. One more win, please. 46 wins. Please. Pecorine is healthy. How did Ate Engren do? 11 games played, 4-7 record. He was not very good. So Kari Ramo maintains his position as the backup. There's a repeatable mission that once you finish it in Diamond Dynasty, you have to enter the game, leave, and repeat without actually playing. Every time it gives you 10 packs and 1 ball in pack, it's destroying the online game. You mind linking me how to do that? I could certainly use some of those packs for equipment purposes. If we go back to Road to the Show. All right, we have hit our goal for the wins this season. 47 wins bare minimum. You know we're making the playoffs. Switzerland. Wow, Switzerland is stacked this year. Holy shit. We'll spend a week there. Literally 11 packs every minute. What the fuck? That's insane. That might be the worst glitch I've ever heard of. And people were already unhappy with the online, like, you know, with the state of online in MLB The Show and just the state of Diamond Dynasty. People are already pretty unhappy about it. 48 wins for the Schvill this year. We know we're going to make the playoffs. Matter of fact, we are the 4th seed, only because San Jose is a division leader. I think. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're 7th in the league. But yeah, this was the time of the Northwest, the Pacific, and the Central. Good times. Good times, good times. Columbus actually won the division, though, which is kind of nuts. Everybody's played 82 games. Okay, let's take a look at our stats this year. Columbus, our biggest rivals, one of them. Let's see, how did we do? 79 points, 41 goals for Gagne. Kovalchuk, 71. Colin Wilson with 67. Joe Thornton, 50 and 65. But that is the top 6, and I'd say they delivered. 2-2 was great for us this year, man. 38 points, 20 goals. Like, we did okay. Like, we didn't get a ton of scoring all the time from the bottom 6, but we didn't need it. And then defensively, 45 points for Doughty, 40 for Suter. Ellis had 38 as a rookie. Yossi had 25. Garnet Exelby played 14 games for the Leafs. And obviously, Pecorine, 44 wins, 908 save percentage. Not bad. Not bad, Pekka. Not bad. Pekkaline. Pekka. Let's see. Top scorer in the league this year was Crosby on 92 points. Then Nikita Filatov on 90. Tavares, Daniel Sedin, Setaguchi, Vanek, Raymond, and Frolov. Would have been nice to sign him, but didn't work out. Top goal scorer was Dustin Penner. Then Danny Heatley and Gagne, Tavares, Filatov, Gianna, Pominville. What about defense? Top scorer was Cody Franzen. Well, let's hope we made the right choice going for Drew Doughty over Cody Franzen. I mean, I needed to do it for the achievement, but... Then Joe Corvo was tied with Shea Weber. Jesus Christ. Of course, Shea Weber just went insane. Of course he did. He actually went up in overall, too. Fuck me. The logic that we had made sense, but it just didn't work. Winningest goaltender should be Rene. Yeah, he and Luongo. Played a ton. For the rookie skaters. Wow. Luca Caputi, Drayson Bowman, Tomas Tatar, Michael Grabner, PK Subban, your top 5 in scoring. Holy shit. That's a pretty crazy rookie race, honestly. Shutout leader was Carey Price with 7. Is there a good rookie goalie? Andre Pavelec, 923 save percentage. I have no idea who's winning that Calder. That would be very interesting, actually, to see who wins it. As we draw Detroit, and within 2 seasons, we are a veteran GM. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 21% of the way. So, in theory, we're on pace for 10 seasons. Right? 2 seasons in, 21% at least. So 10 might be viable. It might just be viable. Let's see. I mean, there was a first rounder there. We know a bit about him, though. Finland. Not a ton of high-end talent out of Finland this year. Sweden's looking a bit better. But yeah, we draw Detroit. GM's happy with the fact we won 2 more games than he requested. Playoff tree, Vancouver, Minnesota, Columbus, Calgary, San Jose, Phoenix, and Carolina, New Jersey as the defending champs, the 8th seed there. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Islanders, Lightning, Thrashers, and Habs. Okay. Okay. On the Dave Dombrowski career and just spend more and move, right? So let's see. If we look, Wilson, Thornton, Kovalchuk, I do like a lot. Gagne, O'Sullivan, Hornqvist, Morrow, Winchester, Tutu, Spaulding, Smithson, LaRock. Looks good to me. Suter, Doughty, Parent, Foster, Yossi Ellis. Pekka Rinne in goal. What does Dallas look like? Or, excuse me, Detroit. Holmstrom, Datsuk, Zetterberg. Fuck. Abdelkader, Filppula, Franzen. Tatar, Helm, Bertuzzi. Ritola, Menard, and Cleary. Starting Park, what do you mean? Whew. Defense, Brian Rafalski, Brad Stewart, Jonathan Erickson, Nick Cronwall, Kolosov, and Jakob Kindle. I mean, because of Thornton and Kovalchuk, I think we can hang with them here. It's not the easiest matchup. GM contract, they give you 3 years at the start. Goalie is Jimmy Howard. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. 2 point advantage on offense. They got a 1 point advantage in goals. So we are technically slightly better. Slightly. Game 1. 1-1. 4-2. Your final score. Detroit goes off in the second period. It was Datsuk and Kovalchuk in the first, and then in the second, Morrow scored before they put up 3 straight. Filppula, Abdelkader, and Jonathan Erickson. Game 1 to the Red Wings. We'll go game 2. Won't change anything yet. Kovalchuk scores. Filppula and Gagne, an empty netter for Colin Wilson, and that is it wasn't even an empty netter. We'll just take it. 3-1 and a 1-1 split. Okay, I mean, job done for Detroit, winning on the road, but that's not bad. That's not bad. I won't change anything for game 3. Let's just run it. Franzen and Bertuzzi. Cronwall, Stewart, and Gagne. Menard makes it 5-1. Big win for Detroit. We got to consider changes after those first 3 games. Yeah, we got to consider some changes here. Let's see, any good defensemen in Sweden? Kind of. We already know a bit about them. Definitely some forwards in Russia, though. Okay. What can we change? Aim for line changes before personnel change. I want to swap Smithson and Winchester, Gagne and Wilson. Put Wilson at center over O'Sullivan. Defensively, let's put Ellis with Parent and Yossi with Foster. We'll see if that works. We need to win in game 4 or we are in big, big trouble. First period, Datsuk scores. Menard and Kindle score. And we got shut out 3-0. Pirates won their first series. That they did. Took out the Monarchs as well. Let's fucking go. Well, we are down 3-1 here, facing the upset. Looks like Detroit just has our number. Looks like Detroit has our number. We'll send Engren down to the minors just because we can. We are going to call up Garnet Exelby. I think at this point, we might as well send Yossi down. We'll call up Garnet Exelby. Send Yossi down. Call up Loxo. And we'll just go off a rating. And see who it puts in the lineup. We'll call up Ryan O'Reilly and send down Nick Spaulding. And we'll just go best lines. Gagne, Thornton, Kovalchuk, Morrow, Wilson, Hornqvist, Winchester, O'Sullivan, LaRock, Smithson, O'Reilly, and Tutu. Suter, Dowdy, Parent, Foster, Ellis, and Exelby. We'll try. We'll just try. Highest rated guys, best lines. That's all we can do. Game 5 for survival. Goalless, goalless. Oh my god, it's right down to the wire. We're going to overtime. And Detroit wins it. Valtteri Filppula, 39 seconds into overtime. Knocks us out. In a year where our owner wanted us to make the conference final. Yeah, Detroit was just too strong. That's heartbreaking. Let's see. Nobody had more than 2 points in the entire series. Unacceptable for those big 3 especially. Wow, we just couldn't score. We just couldn't score. Yossi was actually tied with Foster for the most points. Ellis, Suter, and Parent all went without a point. I mean, Rene had a 9-15. Out of nowhere, our offense just completely dried up. I do wonder if I'm going to get fired. I do wonder if I'm going to get fired. I don't think we'll get fired here, but, like, man, that third season of the contract, like, we are really going to have to live up to some lofty expectations if we're going to survive that. Let's see. Guess we'll go back to the dub. Yeah, I mean, the first rounders are looking okay. I need guaranteed first rounders. Yeah, I don't want to see any red. Ah, man. Man, we lost that in 5 games. That is so harsh. So harsh. Let's see. WHL goalies? OHL forwards. OHL defenders were okay. OHL goalies were fine. Q forwards. Let's scout there for a week. So yeah, I hope I won't get fired after 2 seasons. I do wonder what's going to happen if we get fired after season 3. I don't think the mode ends, right? Like, we're allowed to take a new job, but it would definitely feel like a little bit of a setback. But this is definitely the journey of our controlled player as opposed to the story of a specific team. I'd like it to be the story of Nashville, and I feel like they do incredibly well, as Detroit is going to the conference finals. They just eliminated Vancouver. Let's see, DEL, we're looking okay. Let's see. Let's go check defense. And even Portland's out of the playoffs. You hate to see it. We just got fired. After 2 seasons in Nashville, we just got fired. A year early. We don't need you to go the full 3 years to know you aren't cutting it as GM. We just got fired. Well, didn't you meet the goal? I met the regular season goal, but not the playoff goal. So they cut me. Montreal beats Detroit in 6 games. And we're going to be able to find a new team to go to. I'm gonna let the Twitch chat vote on this one. If anyone's still up and awake in the YouTube chat, let me know what your vote would be, and I'll factor that in. 2, 3, 4, or 5-year contract. Poll is up. You might have to refresh the stream to get it to show up. But yeah, I'm intrigued to know. What do you guys think? What duration? What door are we picking? What door are we picking? That is the question. What pathway shall we choose? Where, oh, where shall we go? And it looks like it's going to be a 3-year deal at the moment. As John in YouTube side also says 3. Yeah. All right. 3 years it is. Oh my God. Toronto, LA, Colorado, Ottawa, and Boston. Who do we pick? I'm going to have to throw this to a vote too. Anywhere from a 2 to a 4-year deal. We have no idea what these teams look like. Do we pick Toronto? Do we pick LA, Colorado, Ottawa, or Boston? That is the question. No way to look at the rosters, nothing. We have to choose blindly based off of wins. I kind of feel like we should pick Ottawa as the worst team, but the wins were so close together, you know? Like, just 5 wins separating. I can't believe Nashville fired me. We got Andy shouting out the Bruins. We'll factor in that vote. Oh, man, I can't believe Nashville just fired me, dude. That team I built in 2 years, 48 wins. Lose to the team that went on to lose in the cup final, and they still fucking can me. That's crazy. That is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2-year contract. We are now the GM of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I brought Kovalchuk, Doughty, Thornton to Nashville, and they fucking fired me. Montreal wins the cup. What a... We are 2 seasons in. We are 2 seasons into this. What the hell, man? New Jersey and Montreal as cup winners. Crosby won the Art Ross. Vesa Toskala won the Hart Trophy. 2 straight years has been a goalie, by the way. Darren Quint won the Norris. Pavlik won the Calder. So it did go to the goalie. Carey Price won the Conn Smythe. Vezina to Luongo. So wait, how was Luongo the best goalie, but the Hart Trophy was Toskala? I mean, I guess he wasn't the best goalie, but he was the best player on his team. Figure that out. Splitting awards. Selke Trophy to Yannick Hansen. And the Ted Lindsay Award to John Tavares. Rocket Richard to Dustin Penner. As the Rochester Amherst won the Calder Cup. And we are the new GM of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we will look at our roster for the very first time tomorrow. Because I cannot think of a better cliffhanger than that. Getting fired so unceremoniously.